cop boyfriend with her SUV and leaving him to die in a snowstorm in 2022. A 9-year-old girl is recovering after a shark attacked her while snorkeling in southwest Florida. It happened Wednesday at Boca Grande Beach, where the shark nearly severed her wrist. She underwent a 6-hour surgery to reattach her hand. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
KNN, the Kentucky News Network, has Kentucky covered.
We take our responsibility to report the news in Kentucky very seriously. It's not just a job for us.
With some of Kentucky's best news professionals.
Listeners across the state rely on us to get them Kentucky news they might not get anywhere else. And finding those stories is what we do best.
KNN's award-winning news team.
We've got eyes and ears all over the state to make sure we cover the news that's important to Kentuckians everywhere.
KNN, the Kentucky News Network.
And now, Katy Perry.
Imagine going on stage without any guitars, or keyboards, drums, or a microphone, and being expected to roar. Tough, right? It's the same with our teachers who are using their own money so students can learn. DonorsChoose.org is a charity that helps teachers get what they need for students to succeed.
Join Katy Perry and donate at MakeRoarHappen.com.
Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass is slamming Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Tammy Trujillo reports.
This after U.S. Senator Alex Padilla was handcuffed while the secretary was giving a press briefing.
I served with the secretary for probably about 10 years in Congress. And Madam Secretary, I do not recognize you anymore. I do not know Kristi Noem that I served with for 10 years.
Bass questioned how authorities didn't recognize one of California's sitting senators when they wrestled him to the ground and restrained him. She went on to criticize Noem, pushing back on her claims that Los Angeles is a war zone. Bass said that the protests are confined to a small area of L.A. and the city has the situation under control.
Reports now say 4 detainees are missing from a controversial ICE detention center in Newark, New Jersey after a riot in which detainees took control over parts of the facility. Andrew Whitman reports.
NJ.com reporting as many as 50 ICE detainees inside Delaney Hall staged a revolt Thursday night and pushed down a wall of their dorm. Others reportedly made ropes out of bed sheets to get out from the 3rd floor. At least 4 detainees are unaccounted for. A manhunt was launched to try and find them. The report says detainees were angry about the timeliness and quality of their food. Mayor Ras Baraka, who was arrested at Delaney Hall last month, says problems at the site stem from lack of oversight.
The Manhattan District Attorney says Harvey Weinstein will be retried after a mistrial was declared on one of 3 charges of sexual assault. Larry Kofsky with more.
With the mistrial leaving one charge against the former Hollywood producer unresolved, DA Alan Bragg says he'll try him for a 3rd time.
After the judge declared the jury could not reach a verdict on rape in the 3rd degree, we immediately informed the court that we are ready to go forward to trial again on that charge.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. 3 people in Harrodsburg are facing charges after police say officers discovered their children living in extremely dangerous conditions. It happened after a search warrant on a home Tuesday on Allah Avenue as a part of a child neglect investigation. Inside the home, police say they found 3 children and an adult with the mental capacity of a 6th grader. Police say inside that home was a strong smell of feces and ammonia, and the floor was covered in human and animal waste, and that all surfaces were covered in garbage, including rotten food. The fridge, which had a lock on it, contained spoiled food and cockroaches, and officers say none of the food in the house appeared to be safe to eat. The officer who filed that citation said that it was the worst living conditions they had ever seen, and one of the occupants in that home said the children there did get sick frequently due to the conditions of that home. Police arrested 3 people, 38-year-old Robert Ransdell, 30-year-old Amy Nichols, and 26-year-old Matthew Harden. They were lodged in the Jessamine County Jail. And Kentucky had a great year for tourism last year. It was announced on Wednesday that Kentucky tourism generated $14.3 billion in economic impact and supported more than 97,300 jobs. According to the numbers by Tourism Economics, 80 million travelers visited Kentucky in 2024, spending a total of $10.1 billion in the state. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey, this is Dave Ramsey, host of The Dave Ramsey Show, where life happens every day.
Amy in Kentucky, we're working the Dave Ramsey plan to decide to sell the camper, the truck, and the expensive SUV I'm driving. Laughed to ourselves today when we found out our friends think we are brainwashed by the Dave Ramsey plan. Well, you have been brainwashed. Your brain has been cleansed of stupidity.
It all happens right here on The Dave Ramsey Show.
Hear The Dave Ramsey Show every Sunday morning and Sunday night on WHIR AM 1230.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda inviting you to our annual cruise-in on Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road. We will have classic cars, great food, door prizes, a live DJ, and fun for the whole family. Admission is free, and all proceeds will go to Pioneer Vocational Services right here in Danville. Don't miss it, Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2, where cars and community come together.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here, Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
Call 859-715-7575.
They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
We're going to experience patchy fog this morning, giving way to showers and thunderstorms likely after 4, mostly cloudy, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight, mainly after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 67. Chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 in the morning, then showers between 8 and 11. Showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11, a high of 81. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 to 1/2 inch possible. Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2 a.m., then showers likely between 2 and 5, then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 5 with a low of 68. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Sunday, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Monday, starting our work week off, a 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy with a high of 83. Chance of showers Tuesday morning, then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2. Partly sunny, high of 84. Wednesday, a 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 86. Thursday, Juneteenth, showers and thunderstorms are likely, partly sunny, high of 85. Right now, under clear skies, we have 70 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:09.5. Good Friday morning to you. It's the 13th day of June. In other words, it's Friday the 13th. You superstitious? Do you not just want to take any chances? Randy Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday the 13th on WHBN AM and FM and hometownlive.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, or Bergen, and song requests are gratefully taken at 859-734-4321, 734-4321. We are giving away another DQ ice cream cake, courtesy of Barbara Montgomery at DQ Grill and Chill, this morning before 10 o'clock for those having a birthday or an anniversary between the 7th and the 13th. Right now, registered, we have Doris Bartleson, Kay Carpenter, Rebecca and Perry Buchanan, Debbie Reed, Joanna J.W. Logue, Bobby Christensen, Don Horn, Jack Junkins, and Tommy and Sarah Shirley, all registered to try to win the DQ ice cream cake. All right, kids, now we do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and hopefully we'll be adding to those as we go. I don't think I've got any new ones yet. Nope. Okay. For today, Lynn, Reed, Sloan. Tomorrow, Trilly Bottom, Harold McKinney. Sunday, Ray Tashuti, Tegan, City, Cox, Billy Montgomery.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Martina, for stopping by to sing happy birthday greetings so early for Billy, Tegan, Ray, Harold, Trilly, and Lynn. All right, kids, today is World Softball Day, Weed Your Garden Day, Kitchen Klutzes of America Day, Sewing Machine Day. Celebrate those accordingly. There, I said it. Celebrate. We are celebrating Power Hour number 1 on this Friday morning as we officially start the weekend, for those of you getting up right now, with this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We so enjoying and wait every hour on Friday to hear those tones of yours to officially start the weekend. We really appreciate that, my friend. So we've got that. We've got that. How about a life hack? Ooh, it's a long one. In business, the sunk cost fallacy occurs when a person refuses to give up on an investment because they've already invested heavily in it. This same concept applies to other areas of life as well. You don't need to stay in a bad relationship, friendship, or job situation just because you have invested heavily in it. All right? Positive thought. Don't give up. We hope you don't give up on this morning. We will try to keep you entertained the best way we know how, with a lot of great music, maybe some memories going down memory lane for you, maybe some things you've not heard in a while, and keeping you informed with a lot of information, studies, and a lot of things going on this Friday the 13th. We've made it to Friday morning. I told you we'd get here, kids. So it just leaves me to tell you to sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday, June 13th. Friday the 13th. Good morning to you.
The following program contains material not suitable for children.
I'm sorry.
Adults.
What?
Or childish adults.
Oh, I get it.
Wop, pop, a loop, bop, the weekend's here. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo! This is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, pop, a loop, bop, the weekend's here. I go to work, I ain't lazy, but sometimes it drives me crazy. Woo! So much work that I find I start to lose my mind. But when Friday comes along, I'm so glad to be alive, 'cause I know later tonight I'm gonna party overtime. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo! This is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, bop, a loop, bop, the weekend's here. Another week, I made it through. Now I know just what to do. I'm gonna scream when I get home. Woo! Call my friends up on the phone. We're gonna have a ball, so much fun it's out of sight. So you better not expect us home till late on Sunday night. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo! This is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday.
Let me kiss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bob Allen Motor Mall on the Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The Bob Allen Motor Mall on the Hometown Radio Network proudly honored America with the playing of our national anthem. That was the Kansas City Symphony that performed that for us.
Thank God it's Friday.
It is definitely Friday.
Ooh, I feel it!
I feel like eating meatloaf, not pancakes.
Okay, feels like my hair is growing. We're not getting any younger.
You know, there was a time when I did think I was getting younger, but it turns out that that was my medication.
Ma'am, are you taking any medication?
The grown-up in me likes the prospect of fun.
Oh, God, should we ask somebody for help?
It's party time.
I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
What if I find myself stranded in a snow cave with a stern but comely lady geologist, both of us knowing that our only chance for survival is the heat from our naked bodies? May I use your restroom? I took a laxative and a stool hardener. Oh, and they're fighting it out in there.
Look, this is my reputation we're talking about here.
My time machine has been activated.
Time machine?
Yay!
I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
Thank God it's Friday. It was the longest week ever.
I got a headache and the
I think we could all use a drink.
Yeah, the way I feel, I can use a stiff drink.
The answer is, this is the color of snow.
Water's yellow.
Fantastic.
So just come on, let's go. I mean it. Amscray.
Friday is my happy day, always feeling snappy day. Monday is a crappy day. When Monday comes, I'm feeling bummed, 'cause the weekend is through. Friday is on, soon we'll be free.
I love Friday.
And happy hour, you will find me.
Love Friday.
At 5 o'clock, it's quitting time. At 5 o'clock, I'll scream 'cause I love Fridays.
Oh, don't we all love Fridays? We live for the weekend, don't we, kids? It is 6:19. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. What do we got coming up? I'm glad you asked. We got Joe's look at sports, NBC Entertainment news from our local businesses. We kind of, again, ask you kindly to get behind all our mom and pops and support them year-round. They earn it. They deserve it. They appreciate it. So do we. Bottom of the hour news from KNN. We'll have your weather forecast. We'll have some laughs together, and we'll kick it with Kenneth Riley. 7 o'clock hour. Steve Bertram's sports report will come bouncing in, followed by a look at Kentucky football with Tom Leach. A big announcement, big loss for UK. Talk about that. 7:20, Rooster Local Talent Showcase. 7:35, the DQ Nearly Impossible quiz with the prize to be won. 7:45, the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. Let's see. Then at 8 o'clock hour, normally we have Super Dave. He is not feeling well, so we will not have Super Dave this morning. About 8:35 or so, Bama Blessing Barbecue's William Palmer. 8:45, a random facts from David Hopewell. Kim King, State Rep Report at 8:50. After the 9 o'clock news and weather forecast, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off or not, but I am going to try to get a hold of my buddy Jeff Picaro. He is the sports director for Channel 36 WTVQ. Also does the color commentary for UK football and talk about the big loss there. See if I can get a hold of him this morning. I may not be able to. I may. I'll just depend on what his schedule is. So we will try to reach out to him anyway. Then after the 9:30 news and weather forecast, Larry the Legend Sanders. And we will have a special guest this morning. Let's see. Benny Jerome Smith. All right. Sax player and vocalist. He's worked with some big names in jazz. So we look forward to welcoming him, and we'll do that after the 9:30 news and weather forecast. So, kids, it's time for Joe's Look at Sports. I guess you got hockey news?
The Oilers even the Stanley Cup. A NASCAR star to miss the Mexico City race. And the Bengals' first-round pick still unsigned. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Friday morning sports, starting off in the National Hockey League, where the Edmonton Oilers have tied the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup final after a major comeback that hadn't happened in more than a century. They had to overcome a 3-0 first-period deficit and a tying goal by Florida's Sam Reinhart with 19.5 seconds left in regulation of Game 4 before Edmonton's Leon Draisaitl scored an overtime win with a 5-4 victory and a 2-2 series tie. According to Canadian network Sportsnet, the Oilers are the first road team since the 1919 Montreal Canadiens to win a Stanley Cup final game after trailing by 3 goals. The Panthers appear to be in command early in Game 4. Matthew Tkachuk had his first goal of the series. Alexander Barkov had his first points, and Anton Lundell scored in the final minute of the first period for a 3-0 lead before the Oilers staged the comeback. In NASCAR news, NASCAR star Denny Hamlin got an early Father's Day gift. Hamlin announced that he will miss the Cup Series' first ever race in Mexico this weekend following the birth of his son. Hamlin and fiancée Jordan Fish also share daughters Taylor James and Molly Gold Hamlin. Hamlin previously hinted at 250 earlier this week as his family awaited baby Hamlin's arrival, citing the distance between his North Carolina home and Mexico City as his main concern. Hamlin is expected to return to racing next weekend. He signed off his birth announcement writing, quote, "See you guys in Pocono," referring to the Great American Getaway 400 at Pocono Raceway on June the 22nd. In National Football League news, ladies and gentlemen, Shamar Stewart has left the building. The Cincinnati Bengals first-round pick left mandatory minicamp Thursday as his contract dispute with the Bengals continues. According to Kelsey Conway of the Cincinnati Enquirer, part of the USA Today network, the Bengals are attempting to change the language in the new rookie contracts to allow the team to void future guarantees. Conway reported that Stewart's camp is asking for his contract language to look the same as it did for defensive end Miles Murphy and right tackle Amarius Mims, the team's previous 2 first-round picks. It's been a month and a half since Cincinnati drafted Stewart, an edge rusher out of Texas A&M with a 17th overall pick. Stewart has yet to participate in any practices as the two sides have stalled in contract negotiations. Despite not practicing, the former Aggie had been in attendance at the team's off-season training programs prior to Thursday's departure from minicamp, but now he's gone. Staying in the NFL, a warrant has been issued for the arrest of former NFL All-Pro wide receiver Antonio Brown. The warrant, first reported by the Washington Post, was signed by a judge on June the 11th. It lists a charge of attempted murder with a firearm stemming from an incident outside a May 16th boxing event in Miami. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Beach Boys founder Brian Wilson is dead at the age of 82. The family made the announcement on his website. He's considered one of the most innovative songwriters of the 20th century. Wilson also had his own solo career and toured regularly since 1999. The prosecution could soon rest in its case in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial in Lower Manhattan.
The lead prosecutor says the government could wrap it up as soon as next Wednesday. This as the judge is expected to decide Thursday whether to remove a juror over what the prosecution calls a lack of candor within the court. Meanwhile, Diddy's ex, who's only being referred to as Jane, on the stand for the 6th day Thursday, when Diddy's lawyers are expected to finish their cross-examination of her. They've tried to poke holes in her claims that she was forced to take part in sex marathons with other men while Diddy watched and that he was physically abusive. Kristen Marks, NBC News Radio.
Harvey Weinstein is being found guilty on some counts in his sex crimes retrial in New York City.
The former Hollywood producer was found guilty of engaging in a criminal sex act with one woman while being acquitted on another count involving a different woman. A verdict was not reached on whether Weinstein raped a third woman. The judge ordered the jury to continue to deliberate that charge when they reconvened for a 6th day of deliberations. Weinstein was found guilty in 2020, but the verdict was thrown out because the judge did not handle the witness testimony properly. Jonathan O'Halloran, NBC News Radio, New York.
That's entertainment. I'm Jacqueline Carl.
I am Officer Amber Ross.
And I am Sergeant Ronald Fay with the Louisville Metro Police Department.
When working traffic in Jefferson County, responding to crashes involving deaths or injuries is the toughest part of the job.
When you drive, there is so much out of your control.
But what you do have control over is wearing your seatbelt.
Less than 2 seconds. That's all the time it takes to buckle up.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? It's not about writing tickets. It's about saving lives.
Always buckle up.
A message from Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
As the cornerstone of a free society, the Mercer County Public Library serves the entire community as a center that meets learning and recreational needs through quality materials and service in an atmosphere that's welcoming and respectful. The Mercer County Public Library offers a variety of free materials and services, such as books, magazines, CDs, DVDs, audiobooks, newspapers, computers with internet access, programs, and workshops. To be in the know, go to your Mercer County Public Library, West Lexington Street, open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday 9 to 5, Tuesday and Thursday 9 to 7:30.
Be cautious of repair people who stop by unexpectedly. If they demand cash before they perform services like roofing or painting, it could be a scam. Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. Ask for references and don't be pressured to pay before the work is done.
Get that graduate something. A Father's Day gift you've been wanting at B&O Jewelers. They've increased their buying power for you. They're loyal customers at the Big Deals online store. You can purchase a $50 gift certificate from B&O Jewelers for just $29, or get this, 4 $50 gift certificates, a $200 value for just $100. That means you only pay half price. Stay in style with a visit to Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Get a $50 gift certificate for only $35. $10 gift certificates to the Bread of Life in Liberty are just $7. Give that sweet tooth what it wants at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. $10 gift certificates are half price is $5. Applebee's Grill and Bar in Danville. Get a $10 gift certificate for just $7.50. $22 Pioneer Playhouse gift certificates are back. You get an entertaining $5 savings at just $17. Come clean with a visit to Thoroughbred Auto Wash in Danville. $20 car washes are just half price at $10. Check out these and many more great savings at our Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. hometownlive.net.
Beach Bend Park in Splash Lagoon is the place for summer fun, making memories, good times, and summer vibes. Feel the rush of the legendary Kentucky Rumbler, one of America's top wooden coasters. Cool off in Splash Lagoon. Over 1 million gallons of water park fun. More than 40 rides, slides, attractions, and entertainment. Fun for the whole family. Beach Bend Park. Summer vibes so close to home. Get your tickets now at beachbend.com.
Beach Bend Park. Fun for the whole family. Beach Bend Park.
We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. Sit quietly and we will control all that you hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to...
Radio Rick in the morning on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM, WHBN The Rooster.
Thank you there, AI. Be one of the first to conquer Soaky Mountain Water Park's newest water slide, Rafters Rage. It's a 6-person raft ride with speeds up to 19 miles an hour. Visit SoakyMountainWaterPark.com for tickets and more information. That's SoakyMountainWaterPark.com for tickets and more information. We're coming up at 6:30. We got news from K&N. We'll have your weather forecast. We'll have some laughs together, and we'll kick it with Kenneth Riley right here on WHBN, AM and FM at HometownLive.net.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
In Lexington, a 16-year-old is facing after a deadly stabbing on Douglas Avenue. Police say officers responded Wednesday night around 8:45 and found 67-year-old Freddie Richard Lynham Jr. suffering from a life-threatening stab wound. He was taken to UK Medical Center, where he later died. Witnesses report seeing 2 male suspects running from the scene shortly after the attack. By Thursday, investigators had identified and arrested a 16-year-old in connection with the killing. The teen is now charged with the murder, first-degree robbery, tampering with physical evidence, and receiving stolen property under $500. He's being held at a juvenile detention center. Police have not said if they expect to file additional charges or make a second arrest. In Ashland, police took a man into custody after he fled into the Boyd County Public Library armed with a knife. Police say 41-year-old Gregory Hanna was wanted on a failure to appear warrant and then took off when approached Wednesday evening. He ran several blocks through downtown before entering the library, prompting an emergency evacuation of staff and patrons. Witnesses say Hanna brandished a knife inside the building. Police used non-lethal force to subdue him. He was booked into the Boyd County Detention Center and is facing multiple charges, including wanton endangerment, fleeing or evading police, and terroristic threatening. Hanna is expected to appear in court on Friday morning. And in Hopkinsville, Governor Andy Beshear has ordered flags at half-staff to honor 2 fallen service members who died while serving on active duty. Army Private First Class Tyler Ray of Louisville died May 24th while serving with the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg. He was 34 years old. Also honored today, Marine Lance Corporal Joshua Guzman Henao, age 23, of Clarksville. He died 2 days later at Camp Lejeune. Funeral services for both men will be held Friday with internment at Kentucky Veterans Cemetery West. Flags will remain at half-staff from sunrise to sunset. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is Sophie. Here's my poppy. WHBN.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
Thank you, Sophie. Showers and thunderstorms are likely. We have some patchy fog. It doesn't look too bad right now, but watch those low-lying areas. You could see, experience some. Mostly cloudy today, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 tonight. Mostly cloudy, low of 67. Chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m. in the morning, then showers between 8 and 11, then showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11, high of 81. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2 a.m., then a showers likely at between 2 and 5. Showers likely, a possible thunderstorm after 5 with a low of 68. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Showers and a possible thunderstorm for Sunday, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. And then Monday, we got a 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy, and a high of 83. Right now, we have clear skies, 70 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:33. Good. Friday morning, this is June 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Brady Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. Are you ready to laugh? We have some laughs queued up just for you. We start out with Trump U.S. citizenship portal.
Hi, folks. It's your favorite president, Donald Trump. Want to finally become an American citizen? Introducing the U.S. Citizenship Portal. It's easy to use, believe me. Step 1, logged into the portal. Step 2, click the Pay $5 million button. Step 3, enjoy your citizenship.
But what if I don't have $5 million?
No problem. Click the Trump is the best golfer in history icon to save 10%. Yes, you'll love the...
But what if you don't really have that much money at all?
Then I've got just the thing for you. Just click on that little X on the top right corner of your screen.
You mean leave the portal?
Bingo. Get out of here, you broke loser.
Hey!
The new U.S. Citizenship Portal. Log on now.
Baby's first 4,500-year-old rattle.
Get ready for the toy that your baby won't be able to stop playing with. It's baby's first 4,500-year-old rattle.
My baby just loves baby's first 4,500-year-old rattle. I mean, it's super heavy, but it's nice for my child to have a piece of history, you know? Right, sweetie? Oh, he has no idea what that thing is. Hilarious.
Your child will love baby's first 4,500-year-old rattle.
Uh-oh. Looks like he strained a muscle trying to lift the rattle, which again is very heavy.
Baby's first 4,500-year-old rattle. In stores now.
Elon Father's Day gift catalog.
Hello, it is Elon Musk. Looking for the perfect last-minute Father's Day gift? Then get Dad something from the Elon Musk Father's Day catalog. I have like 20 kids, so I know a little something about being a dad, and I know what every dad wants.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Look out in the driveway.
Wait, a SpaceX rocket?
And I bought you a free trip to space.
Where'd you get these?
From the Elon Musk Father's Day catalog.
How did you afford this?
I used your credit card, so technically you afforded it.
What the?
The Elon Musk Father's Day catalog. Get Dad what he really wants this Father's Day. Very nice, yes.
Colonial Hot.
I'm worried, Beatrice.
What is it, Ethel?
Well, I'm worried that when I pass away, the photos that my loved ones use in the funeral montage won't be very hot.
That's why you need Colonial Hot. Yep, Colonial Hot will come take pictures of you looking your hottest, and those are the ones they'll use at your funeral.
Colonial Hot, huh? I might call them up.
You don't have to. I already called them for you. Check out these pictures they took of you.
Are these pictures of me sleeping?
They sure are.
This is a serious crime, Beatrice.
The only real crime would be not looking hot in the photos at your funeral.
Colonial Hot. Call now for your free brochure.
My Chinese belt pillow.
Hi, it's Mike Lindell. Ready to look your best and have the best sleep of your life? Then get ready for the My Chinese belt pillow. It's a belt, but not one of those dangerous belts that they use around their chin, just like a regular belt. It's a pillow. It's Chinese. It's the My Chinese belt pillow. Yes, after a long day of using the My Chinese belt pillow to keep your pants up, you can sleep like a baby on the My Chinese belt pillow. Just listen to this My Chinese belt pillow user.
The My Chinese belt pillow is great. It keeps my pants from falling down around my ankles, and at night, I fall asleep as soon as my head hits the Chinese belt pillow.
The My Chinese belt pillow. Get the best sleep of your life and keep your pants from falling down today. I can't stress enough, it's a regular kind of belt, not one of those dangerous chin belt things they use in China. Please don't sue me. Order now.
Summer and kids.
It's summertime, and that means the kids will be out of school until September.
What can we do?
Get rid of them with a Bye-Bye Kids Vacation. Bye-Bye Kids Vacations has been providing desperate parents with ways of shedding their hell spawn for over 10 years. Just flip through one of our catalogs and pick out a custom Bye-Bye Kids Vacation for your little mistakes.
Rafting on the Gulf Stream.
Hitchhiking in Mexico.
Spelunking.
Ooh, spelunking.
They get the trip.
We get the vacation.
All right, let's now check in overnight, late night overnight. For those of us that don't get to stay up and hear the late night guys, we lead off with Jimmy Fallon.
Of course, it's a big weekend for Trump because this Saturday is the giant military parade he's holding on his birthday. And to make sure Trump doesn't get bored during the parade, Melania is letting him bring his iPad. All right, just this one. Then you go to bed at 9:30. Okay. Well, some news from Washington. Earlier tonight, President Trump hosted the annual congressional picnic on the south lawn of the White House. And this was nice. Trump personally grilled all the burgers on his tanning bed.
Who was well done or burnt to a crisp. That's the only two settings on the bed.
Seth Meyers.
Republican Congressman Greg Steube recently introduced legislation that would rename Washington, D.C.'s Metro rail system the Trump Train. Though if we're going to name anything the Trump Train, it should be the New York City subway because it's constantly broken and it's filled with crazy people. The congressional baseball game was held last night, and the Republicans beat the Democrats 13-2, despite Chuck Schumer's sternly worded letter to stop hitting the ball.
Stephen Colbert.
I have got some great news. We're going to have some terrible weather on the East Coast on Saturday, and that means Trump's birthday parade may be canceled due to thunderstorms. When Trump's not busy claiming he's not a king, he still has plenty to do as the self-anointed chair of the Kennedy Center. Last night, he and Melania saw the opening of Les Miserables, and he took questions on the red carpet.
We've seen it a number of times. It's fantastic.
Do you identify more with Jean Valjean or Javert?
That's a tough one, that last part of that question. That's tough, I think. You better answer that one, honey. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Javert is the bad guy. You just said you've seen the show a number of times. Is that number 0?
Jimmy Kimmel.
The 700 Marines Trump mobilized to control the already completely in-control protests just finished their hand-to-hand combat training. They say they will be deployed sometime in the next 2 days, depending on traffic. So we'll see. You know, there are... Now, Les Miserables have you seen Les Miserables, Guillermo?
No, Jimmy, no.
Okay, it's a musical largely about a revolution. It's the people standing up against their king. And the rebellion happens in Act 2, or I should say it usually happens in Act 2. After Act 1 last night, Trump called in the National Guard and squashed the whole thing.
Can you name any of your daughter's friends?
Sure.
What grade is your daughter going into?
Oh, kindergarten. Kindergarten.
What did your daughter dress up as for Halloween last year?
Cow.
No!
Fish. Oh, fish.
Okay, thank you very much. It is 6:41 and a half. It is now time for us to kick it with Kenneth Riley. And we're going to kick it with a kind of a novelty song. Sunday, Harry Nielsen was born in 1941. He expired in 1994. This one you may in a while. It's called Coconut. Sunday, Harry Nielsen, born in 1941. Coconut. Kicking it with Kenneth.
Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for the time. Sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. She put the lime in the coconut, she called the doctor, woke him up and said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache.
Now let me get this straight. Put the lime in the coconut, you drank and poured up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drank and poured up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drank and poured up. Put the lime in the coconut, you called your doctor, woke him up, said, Doctor,
ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve his bellyache. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut and you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for the time. His sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank and poured up. And got the lime in the coconut, she called it Dr. Coconut. She said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, this bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink and pour it up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink and pour it up. Put a lime in the coconut, you drink and pour it up. Put the lime in the coconut, you're such a silly woman. Put a lime in the coconut and drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut, then you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, drink them both down. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. Woo, ain't there nothing you can take? I say, woo, to relieve your bellyache. You say, well, woo, ain't there nothing I can take? I say, woo, to relieve your bellyache. You say, yeah, ain't there nothing I can take? I say, woo, to relieve his bellyache. I say, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I say, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I say, doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I say, doctor, you're such a silly woman. Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both together. Put the lime in the coconut and you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. Yes, you call me in the morning. If you call me in the morning, I'll tell you what to do. If you call me in the morning, I'll tell you what to do. If you call me
Harry Nielsen, born Sunday, 1941, as we kicked it with Kenneth Riley. That one was called Coconut. I don't know if you've heard that before or if it's been a long time. That's not a usual song that you play, so hope you enjoyed that. It is, knocked my mic over. And I'm still trying to get used to this stand because then it just cuts my mic off sometimes, too. I got to be careful. It is 6:46. Today is Friday the 13th. Now, the good news is this will be the only one this year. Or maybe that's bad news if you're a dark soul who loves Friday the 13th. Now, a month has Friday the 13th only if the month begins on a Sunday. And it only happens once in 2025. The next Friday the 13th will be in February of next year. 2026 will have 3 Friday the 13ths. There were 2 in 2024. For what it's worth, a poll found that a majority of the Americans don't really care about the date today. When people were asked, do you think Friday the 13th is an unlucky day? 80% said probably or definitely not unlucky. Men are twice as likely as women to believe that Friday the 13th is unlucky. And they're also more likely to consider themselves superstitious overall. 16% of men say they're very superstitious compared to just 2% of women. By the way, Krispy Kreme has a promotion today only where customers can receive a dozen original glazed donuts for 13 cents with the purchase of any dozen at the regular price. So it's a BOGO plus 13 cents. Well, we've got a BOGO with more great information getting ready to flood into your ears. By our local businesses, we'll have your weather forecast and your health report. All of it just for you, for listening to WHBN AM and FM.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
There's plenty of fun tonight. Come out for the Carnival Midway Food and Rides. It's the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair. Tonight's big events include Demo Derby at 7. It's family game night. Come and join in the pizza and moon pie eating contest and bale throwing contest. See the magic show and petting zoo, helicopter rides, scavenger hunt for kids 6 through 12, all new sea lion show, and championship wrestling. Gates open at 6. Admission is $15. Includes carnival rides. The beef show is at 6 tonight at the old Fairgrounds Show Barn. Young and Reckless Demo Derby is tomorrow night, along with championship cage fighting. Get more info at BoyleFair.com. See you at the new location on the south side of Danville, behind the Bypass Fire Station on Smoky Way. Bring the family out to the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair tonight and tomorrow night.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries. Say what? A steak and shake burger and fries. Say where? Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Say who? Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake burger and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great. Add Steak and Shake. In Harrodsburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
This Father's Day at Lowe's, score free gifts for the greatest dad. Right now, get a free select DeWalt, Craftsman, or Cobalt tool with purchase of a select battery kit. Plus, get a free Werner 2-foot aluminum ladder when you buy an 8-foot fiberglass ladder. Shop these deals and more this Father's Day at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 6/15 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mirajoyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at your local retailer.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
The WHBN Weather Forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
Patchy fog this morning. Showers and thunderstorms likely after 4 this afternoon. Mostly cloudy, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 tonight. Mostly cloudy, low of 67. Chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 in the morning. Then showers between 8 and 11. Then showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11. With a high of 81. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2 a.m. Then showers likely between 2 and 5. Then showers likely, a possible thunderstorm after 5. Low of 68. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Sunday, Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Starting work week off on Monday, 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m. Mostly cloudy, high of 83. Right now, we have 70 degrees under clear skies at 6:51 in a huff.
A low-calorie diet may be impacting your mental health, according to a study. The study found men who were on calorie-restricted diets were more likely to suffer from depressive symptoms, and of those studied who were obese, they were twice as more likely to suffer symptoms. Researchers say that sometimes those calorie restrictions can lead to people cutting out important foods used for mood regulation. Actor Noah Wiley making a visit to Capitol Hill today in support of improved mental health services for healthcare workers. The Pitt and former ER star will lead a panel discussion focused on daily mental health, financial, and bureaucratic challenges for doctors and nurses today. The FDA is approving a new antibody therapy that could help in the fight against RSV in infants. The new therapy is called Enflonsia, and it's a shot designed to protect newborns and infants from mild to severe RSV through all 5 months of the virus's peak season. The company behind the drug, Merck, says they hope to have it available this fall. Health Update, I'm Scott Pringle.
Put the headset on. Listen to my puppet weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
Everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes, and I'm getting pretty tired of it. You keep a stepping out of line and I'm messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you'd quit. 'Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. I keep her working every day, all you wanna do is play. I'm tired of staying out all night. I'm a coming funny little moods. Now honey, baby, that ain't right. 'Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Keep a packing up my clothes, nearly everybody knows that you're still just a putting me on. When I start a walking, gonna hear you start a squawking and a begging me to come back home. 'Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. You got the only daddy that'll walk the line.
Country and more. WHBN.
You're looking kind of lonely, girl. Would you like someone new to talk to? Oh yeah, alright. I'm feeling kind of lonely too, if you don't mind. Can I sit down here beside you? Oh yeah, alright. If I seem to come on too strong, I hope that you will understand. I say these things cause I'd like to know if you're as lonely as I am, and if you'd mind sharing the night together. Oh, yeah. Sharing the night together. Oh, yeah. Sharing the night. We could bring in the morning, girl, if you wanna go that far. And if tomorrow finds us together right here, the way we are, would you mind sharing the night together? Ooh, yeah. Sharing the night together. Ooh, yeah. Sharing the night. Would you like to dance with me and hold me? You know I wanna be holding you. Oh yeah, alright. Cause I like feeling like I do when I see in your eyes that you're liking it, I'm liking it too. Oh yeah, alright. Like to get to know you better. Is there a place where we can go, where we can be alone together and turn the lights down low and start sharing the night together? Whoa, yeah. Sharing the night together. Whoa, yeah. Sharing the night together. Sharing the night together. Sharing the night together.
Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, sharing the night together. Dennis LeCourrier, 76, singer, with Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show today. And we heard from Waylon Jennings before that, and that was Walk On. Only Daddy That'll Walk the Line. On Sunday, Waylon Jennings was born in 1937, expired in 2002. Now, these messages of interest for you.
When the sun goes down, the stars come out at Pioneer Playhouse. Special events. 76th Anniversary Bash, June 14th, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're having a very special event and fundraiser to celebrate our 76th season. Please join us for our 76th Anniversary Bash on June 14th. No show that night, just dinner, dancing, drinks, and live music by Kelly Caldwell and Kashmir, Kentucky's premier 80s and 90s dance band. Tickets are $75 and can be purchased at pioneerplayhouse.com or by calling the box office at 859-236-2747. All proceeds go to help Pioneer Playhouse continue its mission to bring a unique theater experience to Kentucky. Pioneer Playhouse is located at 840 Stanford Road in Danville, Kentucky. Reservations must be made online or by calling the box office, 859-236-2747, or go to pioneerplayhouse.com for tickets. When the sun goes down, the stars come out at Pioneer Playhouse.
The Personal Effects Show, a program that encourages listeners to understand antiques, collectibles, and sometimes just plain junk. The Personal Effects Show airs each Saturday morning on WHBN FM 99.5 and AM 1420 after the 10 o'clock news with Jerry Sampson, your host, who interviews collectors, dealers, experts, and others. The Personal Effects Show is sponsored by the James Harrod Trust and J. Sampson Antiques and Books.
We're coming up at 7 o'clock right here on WHB in Harrodsburg, the Rooster, your community voice. I'm proud of it since 1955. We're heard on 99.5 FM, AM 1420, World Wide Web at hometownlive.net. I'll see you on the other side of this.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. There are reports that the commander-in-chief of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has been killed in an Israeli attack. Mark Mayfield with more.
Iranian state media reports General Hossein Salami was killed in an overnight strike, along with another IRGC general and multiple nuclear scientists. Israel said in a statement it launched a preemptive offensive against military and nuclear sites inside Iran. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove the threat, while Israel's defense minister announced the country country expects a retaliatory strike and a state of emergency has been declared. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says there was no U.S. involvement in the strikes against Iran.
Markets are taking a hit as tensions rise in the Middle East. Stock futures dropped after those Israeli attacks. As of the latest check, Dow futures were down over 500 points. The S&P 500 was down over 70 points, and the Nasdaq off more than 300 points. California Democrat Alex Padilla is speaking out after being forcibly removed from Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem's press event in Los Angeles Thursday while calling out questions.
There was no threat. There was no lunging. I raised my voice to ask a question, and it took, maybe half a second before multiple agents were on me.
Padilla said if the actions can happen to a United States senator, imagine what can happen to anybody in the country. Video shows Padilla being forced to the ground and handcuffed. Noem said Padilla was creating political theater and lunged towards the podium while she was speaking, later saying she had a cordial 15-minute conversation with him after the incident. Alaska Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski called the incident shocking at every level and said it's not the America I know. At least 5 people are dead, 2 are missing after floodwaters swept away more than a dozen vehicles yesterday in San Antonio. It came as heavy rain hit parts of Texas. Of rain in just 3 hours. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714.
A new pill that's taken once a week is showing promise for treatment of schizophrenia. Tammy Trujillo with the latest.
Researchers at Lindra Therapeutics, a developer spun out of MIT, have successfully carried out stage 3 clinical trials on the drug, which seems to be as effective at managing symptoms as medications that have to be taken every day. The drug's been in development now for more than a decade. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Autonomous vehicles could lead to fewer car accidents, but are not expected to lead to fewer dollars spent on insurance in the near future. More from Matt Mattinson.
New research from Goldman Sachs says the types of risks insurers cover in the future may shift rather than disappear. In the meantime, drivers can expect modest growth in auto insurance premiums, partially because newer tech-heavy cars have pushed up repair expenses, leading to higher costs per claim. While lower premiums won't come soon, Goldman analysts predict insurance costs will decrease by more than 50% in the next 15 years.
Actor Mel Brooks has announced an upcoming sequel to his 1987 cult favorite Star Wars parody, Spaceballs.
After 40 years, we asked, what do the fans want? But instead, we're making this movie. May the Schwartz be with you.
The as-of-yet untitled film is set to be released in theaters in 2027. Today is Friday the 13th, scary for some because it can be seen as a bad omen, but today has another meaning that's not scary at all. Bree Tennis with more.
Today is the first Friday the 13th of the year, and traditionally that means today is National Blame Someone Else Day. You officially have free reign to blame others for being late to work, spilling your coffee, or things we do. But don't go too far with the blame game. Psychologists say we blame others to protect our own ego.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Thank you, Michael. It is 7:05. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM, poundlive.net. Time for your local news with Joe. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com. Don't forget the cruise-in tomorrow. They are having at the showroom. That's on the corner of 127 and Lebanon Road in Danville.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
It's from 11 till 2, by the way.
The Harrisburg City Commission has approved a sewer and water rate increase based on the Consumer Price Index. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting the ordinances will go into effect on July 1st and will raise sewer rates from $17.44 to $17.95 for the minimum 250 cubic feet per month, with that rate for up to 750 cubic feet going from $7.12 to $7.33 per 100 cubic feet. That's an increase of 2.9%. Meanwhile, at the same time, water rates will also go up from $14.44 to $14.86 for the minimum charge, and from $5.48 to $5.64 for up to 750 cubic feet per month per 100 cubic feet. Harrisburg residents already have been hit with higher garbage rates as well after Public Service announced that they would start billing residents directly and increasing those rates from $18.43 to $22.50. That will also begin July 1st. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given their second reading to the budget. The $64 million budget was approved with a second reading. That $64 million figure, a big increase over the $41 million budget last year and the $22 million budget the year before. The Herald does report that out of the $64 million, a large portion of that are funds allocated through the Fiscal Court, including $11.8 million in state funding for the Wilkinson Farm Park and nearly a third of the budget for bonding and debt service. About $32 million will go toward the general fund, while another $12.2 million is in payroll and net profit taxes. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, inviting you to our annual cruise-in on Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road. We will have classic cars, great food, door prizes, a live DJ, and fun for the whole family. Admission is free, and all proceeds will go to Pioneer Vocational Services right here in Danville. Don't miss it. Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2, where cars and community come together.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Don, your small business marketing expert. It's never been more important to keep in touch with current and potential customers. So whether you need to let your current customers know that you're open, get new customers for your business, or just generate more cash flow, radio can help. And radio dominates the car. Over 80% of people in their cars overwhelmingly use radio before going shopping. No other media comes close. Also, if the budget is important, radio has the best ROI of any media. That's right, it beats the internet, TV, billboard, and all other media. Your dollars reach more people and work harder with radio. So call us today and find out how radio can help grow your business.
Hi, I'm Robert Wagner, General Manager at Hometown Radio Network. Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
And here's Clark with the weather. How's it looking for our weekend boaters out there, Clark?
Well, Stacy, we can expect periods of heavy rain across the viewing area. That means all the trash, lawn chemicals, and other hazardous waste on the ground go down the storm drains and into our rivers, lakes, and streams.
Gross.
Gross is right, Stacy. Now here's Dave with sports.
Do your part to keep our new Kentucky home clean. Make sure only stormwater goes down storm drains. Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
Hi, it's Daryl, the cigar sommelier and owner of Smokin' Bourbon. I know you guys have been waiting, but the wait is over. We are now open for business. So come on down to Smokin' Bourbon, where you can smoke, sit, and chill.
Central Kentucky's newest cigar bar in Danville by the bowling alley in the Greenleaf Shopping Center. This big boss atmosphere is veteran-owned with connoisseur quality cigars and bourbon, creating a social destination. For more information, go to smoke-in-bourbon.com.
Now open.
This Father's Day at Lowe's, score free gifts for the greatest dad. Right now, get a free select DeWalt, Craftsman, or Cobalt tool with purchase of a select battery kit. Plus, get a free Werner 2-foot aluminum ladder when you buy an 8-foot fiberglass ladder. Shop these deals and more this Father's Day at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 6/15 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey, more like Mirajoyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at your local retailer.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
All right, thank you, Sonny. Well, come on, Sophie.
This is Sophie. This is Sophie. Here's my poppy. WHBN.
Wow. Thank you so much, the internet. It just really messes up a lot here. I apologize for the way it sounds. Sometimes, like our national anthem was cutting in and out. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. Let's see, patchy fog this morning, showers and thunderstorms likely after 4 this afternoon, mostly cloudy, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight, mainly after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 67. Chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 in the morning. Then showers between 8 and 11. Then showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11, a high of 81. New rainfall amounts between quarter and half an inch possible. For tomorrow night, showers, thunderstorm before 2 a.m. Then showers 2, 5. Then showers likely, possible thunderstorm with a low of 68. New rainfall amounts between a quarter to half an inch possible. Sunday, Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Monday, starting a work week off, 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy with a high of 83. Tuesday, we've got a chance of showers early, then chance of showers and a possible thunderstorm after 2, partly sunny, high of 84. Wednesday, we're back to the 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 86. Thursday's Juneteenth, showers and thunderstorms likely, partly sunny, high of 85. Right now, we have partly sunny skies, 69 degrees in Harrodsburg at 712 and a half. Good. Friday morning, we have made it, kids, but that's the good news. It's Friday the 13th. Is that good news for you, or does that freak you out? Radio Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN, AM and FM, and HometownLive.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to call if you want to register yourself or someone else to win the DQ ice cream cake today. We're giving another one away before 10 o'clock, courtesy of Barbara Montgomery. For those having before 10 o'clock this morning, I should say, for those having a birthday or anniversary between the 7th and the 13th, we have registered right now Terry James, Tommy and Sarah Shirley, Jack Junkins, Don Horn, Bobby Christensen, Joanne and J.W. Logue, Debbie Reed, Rebecca and Perry Buchanan, Kay Carpenter and Doris Bartleson, all vying for the DQ ice cream cake. All right, birthdays. You know, as I thought we would get some more, and we have more. We do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all right? Today, Terry James, Donna Horn, David Taylor, Melissa Doss, Lynn Reed Sloan. Tomorrow, Samantha Shea, Jacob Thorley, Debbie Clark, John McCurry, Connie Snyder, Asen Gans, Harold McKinney, Trilly Bottom. On Sunday, Austin Horn, Desmond Brock, Billy Montgomery, Tegan City Cox, and Ray Tishuti.
Hey, y'all, this is Neil McCoy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Neil, for stopping by to sing happy birthday this early to Austin, Desmond, Billy, Tegan, Ray, Samantha, Jacob, Tebby, John, Connie, Asen, Harold, Trilly, Terry, Donna, David, Melissa, and Lynn. Today is World Softball Day, Weed Your Garden Day, Kitchen Klutzes of America Day, and Sewing Machine Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate, I said it, Power Hour number 2. For those of you just getting up right now, we officially start the weekend early because we can with this. Oh, thank you, Fred. Again, we so look forward to hearing that every hour on Friday. All right, here is your life hack. In business, the sunk cost fallacy occurs when a person refuses to give up on an investment because they've already invested heavily in it. This same concept applies to other areas of life as well. You don't need to stay in a bad relationship, friendship, or job situation just because you have invested heavily in it. Positive thought, don't give up. Don't ever give up. We don't ever want you to give up either. There's always hope. Now, we have got what? Coming up, Steve Bertram's Sports Report, followed by a look at UK football with Tom Leach to voice the Wildcats. 7:20, Rooster Local Talent Showcase. 7:35, DQ Nearly Impossible Quiz with a prize to be won. 7:45, the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, Dave will not be joining us. So we'll go down to 8:35, Bama Blessing Barbecues, William Palmer. 8:45, random facts from David Hopewell. Kim King, State Rep Report at 8:50. Try after the 9 o'clock news and weather forecast, get a hold of my buddy Jeff Picaro. See if we can talk about the big dog leaving UK football and going down the road to Louisville. Are you kidding me? Interesting. And then after the 9:30 news and weather forecast, we'll have Larry the Legend Sanders. And we will have a special guest this morning. His name is Benny Jerome Smith, sax player and a vocalist. He's worked with some big jazz names. And we'll find out who those are. So, I told you we'd get here, kids. Sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday the 13th of June. Good morning to you. Get up, stretch it, move around.
It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. Working makes me a tired man. That's why I'm a Friday fan. 'Cause the work week's almost done. On Saturday, be sleeping all I can. Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda inviting you to our annual cruise-in on Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road. We will have classic cars, great food, door prizes, a live DJ, and fun for the whole family. Admission is free, and all proceeds will go to Pioneer Vocational Services right here in Danville. Don't miss it, Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2, where cars and community come together.
Hello, Central Kentucky. Bertram with sports. The big dog has signed the paperwork to join the University of Louisville football program. Kentucky football's chief everything, Vince Marrow, said goodbye yesterday. Marrow thanked UK head coach Mark Stoops and the Big Blue Nation for all they've done for him since he was hired in 2012. Vince becomes the executive director of player personnel and recruiting at Louisville, where he'll be working with former XFL teammate and Cardinals head coach Jeff Brom. The College Baseball World Series is scheduled to begin this afternoon in Omaha. Louisville sees its first action tonight at 7 against Oregon State. Murray State plays UCLA Saturday at 2. Today at 2, the CWS kicks off with Coastal Carolina versus Arizona. Tomorrow night, it's the big SEC battle between Arkansas and LSU. At the U.S. Open, J.J. Spawn of the USA fired a 4-under par 66 to grab the first-round lead. The favorite, Scottie Scheffler, ballooned to a 3-over par 73, tied for 49th. The Kentucky High School baseball and fast-pitch softball semifinals are set for today in Lexington. The softball Final Four begins at 10 this morning at John Kropp Stadium with Scott County and Henderson County. At 1 o'clock, it's Assumption versus Lawrence County. The baseball semis begin at 4 at Kentucky Proud Park with Trinity and Boyd County, followed by McCracken County and PRP at 7:30. Championship games are scheduled for Saturday. Kentucky men's basketball will host North Carolina in the SEC ACC Challenge this season. Louisville travels to Arkansas. Dates and times have not been released, but you can catch UK football and basketball on Z105. In the Stanley Cup playoffs last night, Edmonton overcame a 3-goal first-quarter deficit to beat Florida 5-4 on the road in overtime. The Oilers and Panthers are tied at 2 wins each. Game 5 is Saturday night in Edmonton. NASCAR is running in Mexico City this Father's Day weekend on Hometown Radio. Join us tomorrow for Xfinity Racing at 4. Airtime is 2 o'clock Sunday for Cup action, all on WHIR-FM 1039. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Kentucky football's big dog has a new home. We'll talk about it coming up on a look at UK sports.
If you want to make the most of your vacation, there's no better place than the Bluegrass State. Kentucky's 44 state parks offer abundant places to play and diverse accommodations to stay. Take a hike, float your boat, or bike the trails. Pitch a tent under the stars or settle into a lakefront lodge. Tee up for 18 holes. Then enjoy a signature meal. Plan your trip at parks.ky.gov.
The guy viewed as Mark Stoops' right-hand man with the Kentucky football program, Vince Marrow, has taken a job with the arch-rival, University of Louisville, in a player, personnel, and recruiting role. John Hale covers Kentucky football for the Lexington Herald-Leader. He says there's been talk about Marrow going to U of L for some time, but now that it's happened, Kentucky fans will want to hear from their head coach.
He needs to publicly address this in some form or fashion, because there is a segment of the fan base that is online all the time that probably was already kind of checked out on the season, but the casual fans who you have in terms of who are still holding some optimism, who give Mark the benefit of the doubt because of everything he's done positive here, those people know Vince Marrow, and they see this headline and say, oh, Vince Marrow's leaving, and that might be the red flag for them. So they have to address this in some form. And if it is coming out and saying Vince is a great friend, but we had to make these recruiting changes because we thought that was the best path forward, that's one option. Whether that's what he does or not, he has to, I think, before July address this. But even if he goes on BBN tonight or puts out a video or whatever, when we get to Hoover, that's going to be the talking point.
It's John Hale, who covers Kentucky football for the Lexington Herald-Leader, KentuckySports.com. His reference to Hoover is Hoover, Alabama, and the SEC football media days that are coming up next month. That's the first scheduled appearance for Mark Stoops before the media. That's a look at UK sports.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same-as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
Summertime, 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 summertime.
We're all ready for some summertime fun and at a big deals price. Go to Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon Water Park with admission tickets just $30 at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. They're determined and dedicated to providing safe, clean fun for all guests this summer. Beach Bend has rides for everyone in the family, including the nationally recognized Kentucky Rumbler wooden roller coaster. There's the whole family ride, the wet adventure down the Whitewater Express. And there's plenty of fun at Splash Lagoon Water Park, a day of summer fun. Plus, included with your admission ticket, you get free parking, free sunscreen, free tubes, all at Beach Bend Park in Bowling Green. Just a 2-hour drive away, so get ready to pack up and go to Beach Bend Park with admission tickets just $30 for a full day of fun in the sun. Go to hometownlive.net and click on Big Deal.
So shop now.
Shop now, buy now. Also save $5 on Pioneer Playhouse tickets.
Electricity helps keep our modern lifestyle going. But if the electrical system in your house is outdated, you may be headed for trouble. Watch for these symptoms of electrical problems: replacing fuses or resetting circuit breakers frequently, switch plates, outlet covers, cords, or plugs that are warm, cut, broken, or cracked insulation on electrical wiring. If these symptoms are present, you need a safety inspection by a licensed inspector. To learn more, talk to your electric cooperative
and that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Isn't it time life got more exciting and easier? The Willows at Harrodsburg offers new luxury patio homes. Coming soon, enjoy carefree senior living. We handle all maintenance. More time for you to explore premium amenities, enjoy community events, and use our concierge service. Discover our pet-friendly community for vibrant, elegant living. Ask about special options and extras for our founding members. See what's waiting. Visit willowsatharrodsburg.com. That's willowsatharrodsburg.com.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks, located at the Campbellsville University in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
I see. Patchy fog should be dissipating very soon. But we'll see some showers and thunderstorms likely this afternoon after 4, mostly cloudy with a high of 83. For tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 67. Chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m. on Saturday, then showers between 8 and 11. Then showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11 a.m., a high of 81. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Saturday night, showers and a possible a.m. Showers likely between 2 and 5. Then showers and a storm after 5. Low of 68. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Sunday, Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and a half inch possible. Then on Monday, a 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy, high of 83. Right now, we have partly sunny skies, 70 degrees in Harrodsburg at 727. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. I'm Larry Sanders. Welcome to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. A special thank you to our sponsor, Darren Ransel at the Barbershop in Harrodsburg, next to Casey's. Today's weekend's going to be honoring our fathers, and this is a song that I recorded several years ago called Daddy, How Am I Doing?
The Barbershop by Darren Ransdell is a barbershop that offers today's men a haven where they can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or the weather.
Located next to Casey's on South College Street in Harrodsburg.
Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 to noon.
Daddy, Daddy, am I doing it okay?
She gave the man her ticket as she rode the painted pony around the circle, laughing merrily. She waved and threw me kisses as she rode the painted pony. This is what my little girl would say. She'd say, Daddy, how am I doing? She'd say, Daddy, how am I doing it okay? She'd say, Daddy, how am I doing? I would hear those words a million times a day. In school she once pretended she was a little princess. Folks were saying she was quite a hit. She stood there in the floodlights. She smiled and looked right at me and said those words I never will forget. She said, Daddy, how am I doing? She'd say, Daddy, how am I doing it okay? She'd say, Daddy, how am I doing? I would hear those words a million times a day. doctor says it happens only once in a million. And it comes to little children now and then. But I sat right there by her bedside just before the angels took her. And I heard her whisper to her daddy once again. She said, Daddy, how am I doing? I want to get up and play. She said, Daddy, how am I doing? I hear those words a million times a day. I hear those words a million times a day.
You've been listening to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. It's a service of Darren Ranstall's Barbershop next to Casey's in Harrodsburg. You can be the next Rooster Local Talent Showcase star by bringing your music to WHBN Studio. I'm Larry Sanders. You're listening to Radio Rick, playing the best in music and keeping everyone informed on what's happening in Harrodsburg and Mercer County. 99.5 FM and 1420 AM. WHBN, Harrodsburg, the Rooster.
It's time for the news, all about your neighbors and probably about you. It's your local news, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Monday through Saturday.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. 3 people in Harrodsburg are facing charges after police say officers discovered their children living in extremely dangerous conditions. It happened after a search warrant on a home Tuesday on Allah Avenue as a part of a child neglect investigation. Inside the home, police say they found 3 children and an adult with the mental capacity of a 6th grader. Police say inside that home was a strong smell of feces and ammonia, and the floor was covered in human and animal waste, and that all surfaces were covered in garbage, including rotten food. The fridge, which had a lock on it, contained spoiled food and cockroaches, and officers say none of the food in the house appeared to be safe to eat. The officer who filed that citation said that it was the worst living conditions they had ever seen, and one of the occupants in that home said the children there did get sick frequently due to the conditions of that home. Police arrested 3 people, 38-year-old Robert Ransdell, 30-year-old Amy Nichols, and 26-year-old Matthew Harden. They were lodged in the Jessamine County Jail. And Kentucky had a great year for tourism last year. It was announced on Wednesday that Kentucky tourism generated $14.3 billion in economic impact and supported more than 97,300 jobs. According to the numbers by Tourism Economics, 80 million travelers visited Kentucky in 2024, spending a total of $10.1 billion in the state. I'm Joe Mathis.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
Here are the obituaries. Gayla June Oliver, age 78 of Lawrenceburg, died Sunday. She was the widow of Curtis Oliver Jr. Visitation is Friday from 10 and the time of the service at 12 noon at Richie and Peach Funeral Home. Marion Julia Bonham Mattingly, age 82 of Harrisburg, died Saturday, May the 17th. She was the wife of Bonham. A gravesite service is Saturday at Spring Hill Cemetery Pavilion. Sims Funeral Services is in charge of the arrangements. Robert Clark, age 66 of Campbellsville, died Monday. A private service will be held. Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
That's the news for today, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Charles College in Harrodsburg.
Come on.
This is Sophie. Here's my coffee. WHBN.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street, Harrodsburg.
Showers and thunderstorms are likely mainly after 4 this afternoon, mostly cloudy, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight, mainly after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 67. Tomorrow, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8, then showers between 8 and 11. Then showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11, high of 81. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2. Showers likely between 2 and 5. Then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 5 with a low of 68. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Sunday's Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms Monday, mainly after 8 a.m. We have partly sunny skies, 70 degrees at 7:37. Good Friday the 13th to you. It's the 13th day of June. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday the 13th on WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. You ready to win? It's time for the DQ Nearly Impossible quiz, all right? All you have to do is call me up if you think you've got the right answer, 859-734-4321. If you've not won this month, you win once a month and pick your winning of the 30 days. The only rules we have for trying to make it simple and easy for you, all right? 734-4321 if you can answer the question correctly. And what you'll pick up today is a Cupfection from DQ, where happy tastes good. Now, I've heard a couple of people out there scratching their head. Maybe you've not had a Cupfection. What is it? All right, I'll tell you. It's a brownie and Oreo cookie in a cold treat that combines DQ soft serve with chocolate brownie, Oreo pieces, chocolate sauce, and marshmallow topping. That is what is called a Cupfection. All right, that's what's on the line. Here is the question. And, hey, Tim, here is the DQ Nearly Impossible question. Why did the spider get a job in IT? Now, this is you might be able to figure this one out. Just think about what they do, what IT guy does. Why did the spider get a job in IT? 734-4321.
She said it's just a woman thing pulled out of the drive. I said not to worry, I'm an understanding guy. I heard that when you love someone, you gotta let them go. She hollered, when I find myself, you'll be the first to know. Ooh, no news. I learned to do the laundry, feed the cat, and clean the house. I promised to be patient while she worked her problems out. When she packed her bags, her destination wasn't clear, but I sensed that her intentions were honest and sincere. Ooh, no news. She could telephone, tell a friend, tell a lie about where she's been. Send a pigeon, send a fax, hide it on a post-it pad, send a signal up in smoke, tap it out in Morse code. I prefer a bad excuse. No news. Her mama's been a little vague as to her whereabouts. Her sister says, I'm certain your romance is headed south. I don't have a single doubt that she's still in love. My level of anxiety is just a product of no news. She could telephone, tell a back as a parrot head. Got derailed, got de-iced, offered as a sacrifice. FBI, CIA, if they've seen her, they ain't saying no news. Still no news.
Lone Star, no news. As on Sunday, guitar player Michael Britt with Lone Star is going to be 59 years old. Got a winner for the DQ Nearly Impossible quiz. The question read, what did the Spider get a job? Why did the Spider get a job in IT? Billy Dunaway was the first in and said, because he excels at web design. Get it? So, there you go. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, all called in. Thank you, Barbara Montgomery. We could not do this without your generosity. And we'll do it again, same time, same station on Monday. Let's go ahead now and play Jason Michael Carroll. Jason Michael Carroll is 47 years old today, country singer. 7:42. Good morning.
Baby, when I look at you with your hair falling down and your baby blues, standing there across the room, I get so lost in the way you move. It makes me reminisce back to years ago on a night like this, teary-eyed as you took my hand, and I told you that I'd be your man. So many things have come, so many things have gone. One thing that stayed the same is our love still going strong. Baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams has shattered all doubts. It feels good to prove I'm wrong, just living our love song. Oh, darling, would you look at me with my heart beating fast and my shaking knees? It's pretty hard to believe after all these years I still need you this badly. You're dancing in my arms with a spotlight moon in a sea of stars. Oh, girl, we've come so far. Everything I want is everything that you are. Just wanna lay you down, say I love you without a sound. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams has shattered all doubts. It feels good to prove I'm wrong, just living our love song. Baby, just look at us, all this time and we're still in love. Something like this just don't exist between a backwoods boy and a fairy tale princess. People said it would never work out, but living our dreams are shattered on down. Don't it feel good to prove I'm wrong, living our love song. It feels good to prove I'm wrong, just living our love song.
Jason Michael Carroll, and the name of that song is Livin' Our Love Song. Jason Michael Carroll is 47 years old today. I don't know what my microphone's doing. It's dropped down or something here. All right. I'm going to keep getting this adjusted right eventually here, hopefully. Stay there. Okay. 7:46. We got your tech report and the good news. Brought to you by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance.
Apple's new liquid glass look is getting mixed reviews. Some complain the new user interface looks unfinished and notifications are too hard to read, especially on the lock screen. TechCrunch reports people with vision challenges may find it very difficult. The home screen animations are also being criticized. TechCrunch added that Apple will likely improve these issues in the next OS update and over time. Robotics startup Bedrock Ocean has raised $25 million to send its autonomous underwater vehicle to map the ocean floor. Traditionally, large ships that were operated by humans and that negatively impacted the ocean environment have been used to attempt ocean floor mapping. Bedrock's environmentally friendly AUV can operate up to 12 hours on a single battery charge. And Nintendo's newest video game console is breaking sales records. The Switch 2, released last week, managed to rack up more than 3.5 million units sold in just 4 days. That makes it the fastest-selling console in the history of the company. Tech Report, I'm Mark Mayfield.
Thank you, Mark. And the good news brought to you by this man right here.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
A cop, paramedic, and 2 good Samaritans pulled a 68-year-old woman from a burning car in New York on Sunday. Her car was on its side and was fully engulfed. They had to get her out by smashing through her sunroof, and they have a video of it. A couple in Sacramento, California, needed to break a $100 bill to pay for a pizza, so they bought 2 lottery tickets, and one of them hit for $1 million. Have you seen the video of a 5-month-old apologizing to people after an 8-hour flight? She doesn't really apologize. Babies can't talk. Her parents flew from London to Atlanta with her and decided to hang around while people deboarded like, hey, there's a reason you couldn't sleep. Good stuff there. All right. And the good news is always brought to you at this time by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance. And if you'd be so kind, if you enjoy hearing the good news, either stop by Jamie's office or just give him a quick call and say, Jamie, we really appreciate you bringing us the good news. Thank you.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Paved driveways and parking lots are a major investment, whether at your business, church, or home.
At Hometown Radio, we depend on White House Seal Coating to keep our asphalt surfaces protected. Their experienced crews are insured to do asphalt sealing.
And to stop further damage, they do hot rubber, crack filling, before sealing to keep out water, ice, and oils. White House Seal Coating.
Call now. We did 859-325-5716.
Or go online at whitehousesealcoating.com.
Are you considering a new home purchase or maybe a remodel? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Jason Tyler. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Harrodsburg. As part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-734-3316 and let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank is Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
There's plenty of fun tonight. Come out for the Carnival Midway Food and Rides. It's the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair. Tonight's big events include Demo Derby at 7. It's family game night. Come and join in the pizza and moon pie eating contest and bale throwing contest. See the magic show and petting zoo, helicopter rides, scavenger hunt for kids 6 through 12, all new sea lion show, and championship wrestling. Gates open at 6. Admission is $15. Includes carnival rides. The Fairgrounds Show Barn. Young and Reckless Demo Derby is tomorrow night, along with championship cage fighting. Get more info at BoyleFair.com. See you at the new location on the south side of Danville, behind the Bypass Fire Station on Smoky Way. Bring the family out to the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair tonight and tomorrow night.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
The Bread of Life Cafe in Casey County, Highway 127, proudly serves several all-you-can-eat buffets. Start out with the lunch buffet, $13.99. Thursday, after 4, seniors 55 and older can experience the buffet for $9.99. Friday after 4, swimming for the seafood buffet, $19.99. Saturday morning breakfast buffet, 7 till 10:30, $10.99. And Saturday after 4, make your way to the evening buffet for $14.99. Feed your tummy and your soul with a visit to the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday night, Friday and Saturday till 9.
The Kentucky Higher Education Assistance Authority partners with Kentucky colleges and universities to help you navigate federal student loan repayment at no cost to you. If you haven't resumed student loan payments or arranged a deferment or forbearance, it's time to act. Visit studentaid.gov to explore repayment options that fit your budget. Log in at studentaid.gov, go to My Aid, and get their contact info. While you're there, update your profile and make sure your loans are in good standing. Also, create an online account with your servicer to stay current. This message is brought to you by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and this station.
Listen to my Papa weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
I've been down the Mississippi, down through New Orleans. Yes, I have. I played in California. There ain't too much I haven't seen. No, there ain't. Lord, I'm a rambling man. Don't fool around with a rambling man. Left a girl in West Virginia, up there where that green grass grows. Yes, I did. Got a girl in Cincinnati waiting where the Ohio River flows. Oh, girl, I'm a rambling man. Don't give your heart to a rambling man. You'd better move away. You're standing too close to the flame. Once I mess with your mind, your little heart won't beat the same. Oh, I'm a rambling man. Don't mess around with any old rambling man. Better not. Well, up in Chicago, I was known as quite a boy. Yes, I was. Down in Alabama, they call me the man of joy. Still do. Yeah, I'm a rambling man. Don't fall in love with a rambling man. You'd better move away. You're standing too close to the flame. Once I mess with your mind, your little heart won't beat the same. Lord, I'm a rambling man. Don't mess around with any old rambling man.
Country and more. WHBN.
Well, do you wanna dance and hold my hand? Tell me I'm your lover man, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Well, do you wanna dance and make romance? Squeeze me all through the night, oh baby.
Bobby Freeman, Do You Want to Dance? Bobby Freeman, born on this date in 1940, expired in 2017. Tickets news time, top of the hour. Oh, Merle. Amanda.
I've held it all in with, God knows I've tried. But it's an awful awakening in a country boy's life. Look in the mirror in total surprise at the hair on my shoulder, the age in my eye. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. It's a measure of people who don't understand the pleasures of life in a hillbilly band. I got my first guitar when I was 14. Well, I finally made 40, still wearing jeans. Light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife.
Waylon Jennings, Amanda. Waylon Jennings Sunday was born 1941. You got it on WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955, FM 99.5, AM 1420, World Wide Web at hometownlive.net is 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. A state of emergency has been declared in Israel after it carried out preemptive strikes against Iranian nuclear sites and military officials. All this comes just after President Trump confirmed the U.S. was pulling some staffers from the Middle East amid rising tensions. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says there was no U.S. involvement in the strikes against Iran. President Trump has issued his own statement on his Truth Social. White House correspondent Von Hilliard.
The president, while not directly suggesting that the U.S. had a role in the actual attack, noting that U.S. military equipment was used by Israel to strike Iran. And there's question to the extent of the U.S.'s awareness ahead of these strikes by Israel that these strikes were going to carry out.
A federal appeals court is holding up a ruling that requires President Trump to return control of members of California's National Guard back to the state. A federal judge on Thursday issued a ruling that halted the Trump administration's deployment of military troops in L.A., writing that the federal government didn't have the authority to nationalize California's National Guard. Later in the day, a new order from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals put a pause on that. An investigation is underway after an Air India crash claimed at least 241 lives after going down shortly after takeoff yesterday in the western part of the country. Only one passenger survived the crash. More from Tom Costello.
Local authorities say the plane crashed into a medical college hostel just as students were eating lunch. Dozens injured, at least 5 thought to have died. Out of the 242 people on board the plane, the local police say only a single passenger was able to walk away. Viswash Kumar Ramesh, a British national sitting in exit row window seat 11A and traveling with a brother who is still missing.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AIRPORT25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Immigration activists in New York are expressing frustration and outrage over what they say is a new Trump administration tactic to speed up deportations. Larry Kofsky reports.
NBC News is reporting the administration is telling judges to dismiss pending immigration cases, making asylum seekers subject to immediate removal proceedings. City Controller and mayoral candidate Brad Lander says masked agents are arresting people who appear for routine hearings.
The immigration courts are very chaotic right now. There are masked FBI and ICE agents in the elevator banks waiting for people.
One immigration attorney calls it ridiculous that the Justice Department is sending directives to judges on how they should rule.
Lori Vallow Daybell is found guilty once again in her latest murder conspiracy trial. Lisa Taylor with more.
The so-called Doomsday Mom was connected to a 2019 Arizona shooting where somebody shot at Vallow Daybell's niece's ex-husband. She was found guilty in Phoenix in April for conspiring to kill her fourth husband in 2019 with the help of her brother. She was also convicted in Idaho in 2023 for the murder of her two young children and for conspiring to murder husband Chad Daybell's first wife.
The birthplace of Flaming Hot Cheetos has closed its doors. Matt Mattinson with more.
After more than 50 years, Frito-Lay has closed its plant in Rancho Cucamonga, California, and cut hundreds of jobs in the process. The plant became somewhat of a cultural icon for being the place that gave the world Flamin' Hot Cheetos in 1991. The now former employees say they got little or no notice about the plant closing this week, but some say on social media that they were given 10-week severance pay. As for Flamin' Hot Cheetos, Frito-Lay says they will continue to be made at other production facilities.
The NBA Finals back on tonight as the Pacers host the Thunder in Game 4 in Indianapolis. Indiana leads the series 2-1 after Wednesday's win. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. 3 people in Harrodsburg are facing charges after police say officers discovered their children living in extremely dangerous conditions. It happened after a search warrant on a home Tuesday on Allah Avenue as a part of a child neglect investigation. Inside the home, police say they found 3 children and an adult with the mental capacity of a 6th grader. Police say inside that home was a strong smell of feces and ammonia, and the floor was covered in human and animal waste, and that all surfaces were covered in garbage, including rotten food. The fridge, which had a lock on it, contained spoiled food and cockroaches, and officers say none of the food in the house appeared. The officer who filed that citation said the worst living conditions they had ever seen, and one of the occupants in that home said the children there did get sick frequently due to the conditions of that home. Police arrested 3 people, 38-year-old Robert Ransdell, 30-year-old Amy Nichols, and 26-year-old Matthew Harden. They were lodged in the Jessamine County Jail. And Kentucky had a great year for tourism last year. It was announced on Wednesday that Kentucky tourism generated $14.3 billion in economic impact and supported more than 97,300 jobs. According to the numbers by Tourism Economics, 80 million travelers visited Kentucky in 2024, spending a total of $10.1 billion in the state. I'm Joe Mathis.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Hello, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar with Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. Let me tell you about our affordable eyewear pricing. If you just need distance or near only glasses, we offer a frame, thinner lens, and non-glare coating for $119. We offer a frame, Zeiss Progressive no-line bifocal, and thinner lens with non-glare coating for $299. We want you to feel comfortable coming to our office to buy glasses. To schedule an eye exam with me, Dr. Matthew Duggar in Harrodsburg, call 859-605-2214.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
Showers and thunderstorms are likely when? Okay, well, I'll tell you. After 4 o'clock this afternoon, it's going to be mostly cloudy today, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight, mainly after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 67. Before 8 a.m., then showers between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., then showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11 with a high of 81. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. 4 tomorrow night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2 a.m., then showers likely possible. Showers again between 2 and 5, and then after 5, a possible thunderstorm, low of 68. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Sunday's Father's Day. Showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Monday, starting work week off. Sorry, I have to do it. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. We had a 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy. High of 83. Showers Tuesday early, then showers likely. Possible thunderstorm after 2, partly sunny, high of 84. 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 86. Thursday, Juneteenth, showers and thunderstorms likely, partly sunny, high of 85. Right now, under sunny skies, we have 71 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:09. Good Friday, 13th. Yeah, this month of June. You know, this is the only Friday the 13th of 2025. We will not have any more this year. We'll have 3 next year. We had 2 last year, just 1 this year. So if you can hang on, I don't know if you are afraid, if you're scared of Friday the 13th, if you just want to lay in bed, just pull the covers up over you, that's fine. That's up to you. But this is June 13th, Friday the 13th. Randy Rick, glad to have you along. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday the 13th on WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to use if you want to register yourself or someone else to win the cake we're giving away this morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 7th and 13th, we have registered right now. Doris Bartleson, Kay Carpenter, Rebecca and Perry Buchanan, Debbie Reed, Joanna and J.W. Logue, Bobby Christensen, Don Horn, Jack Junkins, Tommy and Sarah Shirley, and Terry James, all celebrating birthdays today. Now, my buddy Tim Biggs is in. Some people call him Bim Tiggs.
Bim Tiggs.
Bim Tiggs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Joe's name, so you can't force it out of me. Tim, we do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Today, Lynn Reed Sloan, Johnny's bride. Melissa Doss, David Taylor, Donna Horn, Terry James. You may know some of these people. Tomorrow, Trilly Bottom, Harold McKinney, Asen Gans, Connie Snyder, John McCurry, Debbie Clark, Jacob Thurley, Samantha Shea. Sunday, Ray Tashuti, Tegan City Cox, Billy Montgomery, biggest Mercer County sports fan ever, Desmond Brock, and Austin Horn, all celebrating their birthdays Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Hi, this is Reba McEntire. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. And chocolate cake.
Oh, thank you very much, Reba. Don't forget the vanilla ice cream. For singing happy birthday to our birthdays. Here we go, Tim. Austin, Desmond, Billy, Tegan, Ray, Samantha, Jacob, Debbie, John, Connie, Ian, Harold, Shirley, Terry, Donna, David, Melissa, and Lynn. Whew.
That's a good group.
Oh, that's a big group, yeah. Today, Tim, is World Softball Day, Weed Your Garden Day, Kitchen Klutzes of America Day. Who came up with that thing? And Sewing Machine. Yeah, Kitchen Klutzes.
I am a klutz sometimes in the kitchen.
Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate. Power Hour number 3. Tim Biggs, would you please ask me to light the fuse?
Rick, light that fuse.
All right, this starts the weekend early because we can with this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We look so forward every hour on Friday morning to hear you start the weekend officially. All right, Tim, now here's the life hack. In business, the sunk cost fallacy occurs when a person refuses to give up on an investment because they've already invested heavily in it. This same concept applies to other areas of life as well. You don't need to stay in a bad relationship, friendship, or job situation just because you have invested heavily in it.
That sounds good.
Yeah, how about that? All right, and how about this? Positive thought. Don't give up.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
That's concise, quick, don't ever give up. I think, who was that? Jim Valvano did that when he had cancer. He said, don't give up, don't ever give up.
That's an
We don't
awesome
ever
video.
want you to give up, yes. And you don't have to give anything up because we got coming into your ears, Vaught's Views coming up, Steve Bertram's Sports Report. We will then have, normally we have Super Dave, but he's a little under the weather, so we won't have Super Dave today. We will have Bama Blessing Barbecue coming up, 8:35. Random Facts from David Hopewell at 8:45. 8:50, Kim King, State Rep Report. And I have officially, Tim, got the official okie dokie from Jeff Picaro. Is going to be joining me around 9:10. And we're going to talk about the big dog leaving, going down the road.
Yep, wearing red.
See what he thinks about it, what the fallout's going to be. Of course, he does. He is the sports director for Channel 36, WTVQ, and he does the color commentary for UK football. So he's got some unique insights, I think, and I always enjoy listening to him. I hope you will, too. Then after the 9:30 news and weather forecast, Larry the Legend Sanders will be in. And, Tim, we've got a special guest. His name is Benny Jerome Smith, sax player and vocalist. He has worked with some big names in jazz.
There you go. I like jazz.
I think that will be a lot of fun. I told you we would get to this point. So, kids, sit back, relax, and watch these pictures fly through the air on this Friday the 13th at 8:14 and a half. Good morning to you. Get up, stretch, move.
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
I have known former Kentucky football player David Hopewell for almost 50 years now. He was part of Kentucky's Peach Bowl team in 1976 and also the SEC Championship 10-1 season in 1977 for Coach Fran Kersey. He had 2 sons play football at Kentucky. Hopewell has also always had a higher standard for what he thinks Kentucky football should be able to do, and that has never changed no matter who the UK coach has been. That's why recently when Hopewell heard former UK All-SEC running back Anthony White question whether Coach Mark Stoops had raised expectations so high that UK fans were maybe being a bit unrealistic about what might be coming this season after a 4-8 finish in 2024, that it was more than Hopewell could take. He re-emphasized that his expectation going back to the time he played at Kentucky was for the Wildcats to win a national championship.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
The only competition that really matters is you versus you. And with the performance of Veltima fungicide from BASF, you can take your best results even further. Veltima fungicide is on your side to out-yield the competition by an average of 7 bushels per acre, but you've never been average. Beat your own record, get every bushel you deserve, and make this your best season yet with Veltima fungicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
David Hopewell does not want to see another 4-8 season. And if that happens, he does not think Kentucky can afford not to make a coaching change, despite the high amount of guaranteed money that Coach Mark Stoops would be paid. However, Hopewell's like a lot of long-time UK Kentucky football fans who want to see Kentucky at least contend for a college playoff berth, and if this season goes poorly, the former UK player believes a coaching change has to be made.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Jan Briscoe from Royalty Florist and Gifts.
I still do interior design, so we can help you out with from your home decor, or we have our own website, royaltyfloraldesigns.com. Go there and some of our own personal design that can help you select something that's just right for you. Phone number is 734-3339, 734-3339, and our website is royaltyfloraldesigns.com. So any of your major wire services that are out there, contact them, 1-800-FLOWERS, and they'll make sure that we get the order.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The Big Dog has signed the paperwork to join the University of Louisville football program. Kentucky football's chief everything, Vince Marrow, said goodbye yesterday. Marrow thanked UK head coach Mark Stoops and the Big Blue Nation for all they've done for him since he was hired in 2012. Vince becomes the executive director of player personnel and recruiting at Louisville, where he'll be working with former XFL teammate and Cardinals head coach Jeff Brom. The College Baseball World Series is scheduled to begin this afternoon in Omaha. Louisville sees its first action tonight at 7 against Oregon State. Murray State plays UCLA Saturday at 2. Today at 2, the CWS kicks off with Coastal Carolina versus Arizona. Tomorrow night, it's the big SEC battle between Arkansas and LSU. At the U.S. Open, J.J. Spawn of the USA fired a 4-under par 66 to grab the first-round lead. The favorite, Scottie Scheffler, ballooned to a 3-over par 73, tied for 49th. The Kentucky High School baseball and fast-pitch softball semifinals are set for today in Lexington. The softball Final Four begins at 10 this morning at John Kropp Stadium with Scott County and Henderson County. At 1 o'clock, it's Assumption versus Lawrence County. The baseball semis begin at 4 at Kentucky Proud Park with Trinity and Boyd County, followed by McCracken County and PRP at 7:30. Championship games are scheduled for Saturday. Kentucky men's basketball will host North Carolina in the SEC-ACC Challenge this season. Louisville travels to Arkansas. Dates and times have not been released, but you can catch UK football and basketball on Z105. In the Stanley Cup playoffs last night, Edmonton overcame a 3-goal first-quarter deficit to beat Florida 5-4 on the road in overtime. The Oilers and Panthers are tied at 2 wins each. Game 5 is Saturday night in Edmonton. NASCAR's running in Mexico City this Father's Day weekend on Hometown Radio. Join us tomorrow for Xfinity Racing at 4. Airtime is 2 o'clock Sunday for Cup action, all on WHIR-FM 1039. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Isn't it time life got more exciting and easier? The Willows at Harrodsburg offers new luxury patio homes. Coming soon, enjoy carefree senior living. We handle all maintenance. More time for you to explore premium amenities, enjoy community events, and use our concierge service. Discover our pet-friendly community for vibrant, elegant living. Ask about special options and extras for our founding members. See what's waiting. Visit willowsatharrodsburg.com. That's willowsatharrodsburg.com.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries. Say what? A steak and shake burger and fries. Say where? Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Say who? Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake burger and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda inviting you to our annual cruise-in on Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road. We will have classic cars, great food, door prizes, a live DJ, and fun for the whole family. Admission is free, and all proceeds will go to Pioneer Vocational Services right here in Danville. Don't miss it, Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2, where cars and community come together.
Harrisburg Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto center providing a wide range of tire and auto care services. They provide customers with tires of all brands and sizes. Harrisburg Tire and Automotive can accommodate vehicles from small cars to dually trucks. They offer a lot of auto maintenance services, including brakes, front-end work, alignments, engine repairs, computer diagnostics, tune-ups, oil changes, and so much more. North College Street next to Napa. Give them a call, 734-4563, 734-4563 for Harrisburg Tire.
This is Sophie. Here's my poppy. WHBN.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
Thank you, Sophie. Showers and thunderstorms are in the offering after 4 this afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight, mainly after 4 a.m. Mostly cloudy, low of 67. Chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m. in the morning, then showers between 8 and 11, then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 11, high of 81. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2 a.m., then showers likely between 2 and 5, then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 5, with a low of 68. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Sunday's Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. And then Monday, 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy, high of 83. Let's go ahead and do a Weather Flanger updater and see what we have now. We have... Dun-da-da-da. Come on. You can do it. I've seen you do it before. I am waiting for it to update. Now, why are you not... Where are you, weather? Well, it is 8:24 and a half. Finally, we've got sunny skies, 72 degrees in Harrodsburg. Oh, this guy is having a birthday tomorrow. His name, Rod Argent. He's going to be 80 years old. This was back when he was with the Zombies. Time of the season on WHBN AM and FM.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken any time to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
The Zombies, time of the season. Rod Argent, keyboardist with the Zombies. Rod Argent's going to be 80 years old tomorrow. He also had a group called Argent. Hold Your Head Up. I don't know if you remember that one or not. We have got news coming up. Bottom of the hour from K&N. We'll have your local news, your weather forecast. Hey, don't forget, coming up tomorrow and Sunday, 16th Annual Fort Harrod Settlement and Raid will be going on. 18th century event to celebrate our founding, complete with native and settler camps and lots to see. This major event is tomorrow and Sunday. All traders and vendors are welcome. Demonstrators and presentations will be going on all day. If you've not seen Attack on the Fort, you want to bring the kids. That's something good. So, they strive to be the most reenactor-friendly event you will attend. Public restrooms, water, wood, ice, all kinds of stuff going on. Again, that's the 16th Annual Fort Harrod Settlement and Raid this Saturday and Sunday at Old Fort Harrod. We've got coming up Sir William Palmer after the K&N News with Bama's Blessing Barbecue and a whole lot more stuff just for you right here on WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster, your community voice since 1955.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
In Lexington, a 16-year-old is facing murder charges after a deadly stabbing on Douglas Avenue. Police say officers responded Wednesday night around 8:45 and found 67-year-old Freddie Richard Lynham Jr. suffering from a life-threatening stab wound. He was taken to UK Medical Center, where he later died. Witnesses report seeing two male suspects running from the scene shortly after the attack. By Thursday, investigators had identified and arrested a 16-year-old in connection with the killing. The teen is now charged with the murder, first-degree robbery, tampering with physical evidence, and receiving stolen property under $500. He's being held at a juvenile detention center. Police have not said if they expect to file additional charges or make a second arrest. In Ashland, police took a man into custody after he fled into the Boyd County Public Library armed with a knife. Police say 41-year-old Gregory Hanna was wanted on a failure to appear warrant and then took off when approached Wednesday evening. He ran several blocks through downtown before entering the library, prompting an emergency evacuation of staff and patrons. Witnesses say Hanna brandished a knife inside the building. Police used non-lethal force to subdue him. He was booked into the Boyd County Detention Center and is facing multiple charges, including wanton endangerment, fleeing or evading police, and terroristic threatening. Hanna is expected to appear in court on Friday morning. And in Hopkinsville, Governor Andy Beshear has ordered flags at half-staff to honor two fallen service members who died while serving on active duty. Army Private First Class Tyler Ray of Louisville died May 24th while serving with the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg. He was 34 years old. Also honored today, Marine Lance Corporal Joshua Guzman Henao, age 23, of Clarksville. He died 2 days later at Camp Lejeune. Funeral services for both men will be held Friday with internment at Kentucky Veterans Cemetery West. Flags will remain at half-staff from sunrise to sunset. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. 3 people in Harrodsburg are facing charges after police say officers discovered their children living in extremely dangerous conditions. It happened after a search warrant on a home Tuesday on Allah Avenue as a part of a child neglect investigation. Inside the home, police say they found 3 children and an adult with the mental capacity of a 6th grader. Police say inside that home was a strong smell of feces and ammonia, and the floor was covered in human and animal waste, and that all surfaces were covered in garbage, including rotten food. The fridge, which had a lock on it, contained spoiled food and cockroaches, and officers say none of the food in the house appeared to be safe to eat. The officer who filed that citation said that it was the worst living conditions they had ever seen, and one of the occupants in that home said the children there did get sick frequently due to the conditions of that home. Police arrested 3 people, 38-year-old Robert Ransdell, 30-year-old Amy Nichols, and 26-year-old Matthew Harden. They were lodged in the Jasmine County Jail. And Kentucky had a great year for tourism last year. It was announced on Wednesday that Kentucky tourism generated $14.3 billion in economic impact and supported more than 97,300 jobs. According to the numbers by Tourism Economics, 80 million travelers visited Kentucky in 2024, spending a total of $10.1 billion in the state. I'm Joe Mathis.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You discover smooth spring savings at your Napa of Harrodsburg. Napa Performer Battery, 18 months free replacement, just $132.99. Mobil One Advanced Fuel Economy Motor Oil, synthetic, 5 quarts, start at $34.99. Mobil One High Mileage Motor Oil 5W30, full synthetic, 5 quarts, U.S., $35.99. Napa Full Synthetic Oil, 5 quarts for $22.99. Napa Performer Beam Wiper Blades, starting at $9.14. One-stop shop for real savings at your Harrodsburg Napa, located on North College Street.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park. New for 2025, surround yourself with the beauty of Kentucky as you explore Discovery Meadow, a delightful new adventure featuring exciting new rides, beloved characters, and tasty treats to savor. Create unforgettable family memories while celebrating the bold spirit of Kentucky. Get 2 days of fun for one great price. Buy online only for just $49.99 at KentuckyKingdom.com/special offer.
Here are the obituaries. Gayla June Oliver, age 78 of Lawrenceburg, died Sunday. She was the widow of Curtis Oliver, Jr. Visitation is Friday from 10 and the time of the service at 12 noon at Ritchie and Peach Funeral Home. Marion Julia Bonham Mattingly, age 82 of Harrisburg, died Saturday, May the 17th. She was the wife of John Bonham. A graveside service is Saturday at Spring Hill Cemetery Pavilion. Sims Funeral Services is in charge of the arrangements. Robert Clark, age 66 of Campbellsville, died Monday. A private service will be held. Alexander and Royalty Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
Get that graduate something special or the Father's Day gift you've been wanting at B&L Jewelers. They've increased their buying power for you. They're loyal customers at the Big Deals online store. You can purchase a $50 gift certificate from B&L Jewelers for just $29, or get this, 4 $50 gift certificates, a $200 value for just $100. That means you only pay half price. Stay in style with a visit to Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Get a $50 gift certificate for only $35. $10 gift certificates to the Bread of Life in Liberty are just $7. Give that sweet tooth what it wants at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. $10 gift certificates are half price, is $5. Applebee's Grill and Bar in Danville, get a $10 gift certificate for just $7.50. $22 Pioneer Playhouse gift certificates are back. You get an entertaining $5 savings at just $17. Come clean with a visit to Thoroughbred Auto Wash in Danville. $20 car washes are just half price at $10. Check out these and many more great savings at our Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. hometownlive.net.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park. New for 2025, surround yourself with the beauty of Kentucky as you explore Discovery Meadow, a delightful new adventure featuring exciting new rides, beloved characters, and tasty treats to savor. Create unforgettable family memories while celebrating the bold spirit of Kentucky. Get 2 days of fun for one great price. Buy online only for just $49.99 at KentuckyKingdom.com/special offer.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda inviting you to our annual cruise-in on Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2 at the showroom on Lebanon Road. We will have classic cars, great food, door prizes, a live DJ, and fun for the whole family. Admission is free, and all proceeds will go to Pioneer Vocational Services right here in Danville. Don't miss it, Saturday, June the 14th from 11 to 2, where cars and community come together.
Discover the power of radio. If you own a retail business, you should consider radio to influence new and repeat customers throughout the buying cycle. People frequently compare prices, quality, and service. You want your name to be consistently fresh in their minds when they ultimately decide to make their purchase. Discover the power of radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
Showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 4 is what we're going to see today. Mostly cloudy, high of 83. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 4 a.m. Mostly cloudy with low of 67. Chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 in the morning. Then showers between 8 and 11, and showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11. High of 81. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2. Then showers likely between 2 and 5. And then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 5, a low of 68. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Sunday, Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Monday, 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8, mostly cloudy, with a high of 83. Right now, under sunny skies, we have 72 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:39.5. Good Friday the 13th to you. Rady Rick, glad to be along with you, and Tim Biggs on WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. Man, I'll tell you what, Tim, those long weather forecasts sure wear me out having to read all that stuff. That's hard on old Fat Man.
Oh, it was Fat Man.
You've heard of Batman. Well, this is Fat Man here. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get a hold of one man from Bama Blessing Barbecue.
Good morning.
Is this Sir William of Palmer?
Yes, sir, it is.
Hey, I got a special guest to my right here. It's a man who sings the praises of Bama's Blessing Barbecue. His name is Tim Biggs.
That's right. How you doing this morning, brother?
Pretty good, Tim. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man. I was just telling Rick here, you're the hardest working man that I know in barbecue and fish. And, I mean, you just have the best restaurant in Harrodsburg for sure.
Well, I appreciate it. We try to give Harrodsburg and, and Danville and, everybody else. I'm trying to do the best I can, give them an honest, restaurant, good food, something to look forward to every week,
It sure is.
And the variety is the biggest thing with you, Sir William of Palmer.
Definitely variety. Definitely
Yes.
variety.
And speaking of variety, I smell something fishy going on at Bama Blessing Barbecue. You wouldn't be having a big fish fried night, would you? Or actually beginning at 11.
Believe it or not, I would be.
Oh, that's where it was coming from. Okay, that wind's blowing this way.
Yeah, we caught a few, and we figured we'd cook them up and put them out.
Okay, very good. Tell us about what we're going to find on the buffet today. How about that buffet today?
Buffet today.
He's quick, isn't he?
Yeah, today on the buffet, we'll of course at 11 a.m. We'll run at 11 to 8 is our buffet times, and we'll have our catfish, our cod, our butterfly shrimp, our crab cakes, our brisket, our chicken, our ribs, and we'll have 7 sides: fried okra, hush puppies, coleslaw. Just pretty much anything and everything you can think of that goes: baked beans, green beans, corn, that goes with fish and brisket, and that's the biggest thing right there, Rick, is there is nowhere. I mean, and when I say nowhere, I do mean nowhere, that you can go and sit down at a buffet or get a buffet that literally has brisket, pork, chicken, fish, shrimp, sides, salad bar, everything, all together. It doesn't exist except at Bama's Blessing Barbecue.
That's right. $14.99, all you care to graze and eat.
Yes, sir. I mean, normally we probably just pull up a chair to the bar and,
And if you don't want the buffet, it's okay. You can order off the menu, too.
Yes, you can order off the menu. And you do know, Rick, that we have our new menus out.
Yes.
We've got several new menu items on our menu. And there's been quite a few people this past week that has ventured into the other side of the RAM and got some of our new items, and we've got some very, very, very good feedback.
Good
Is
to
there
hear.
anything you'd like to know about any of the new items?
Well, what about tomorrow night on the buffet? You got any new items going on that buffet tomorrow? Well, did I say? See, you got me so used to the buffet at night, 5 o'clock, but it's all day buffet. So beginning at 11 o'clock tomorrow, what is going to be designed in that buffet? How about that? You like that word?
Of course, it's going to be designed. Look, Rick, I got you grasping for new words. You're gonna have to go back to school tomorrow.
What do you mean back to school? I never graduated.
You never graduated?
I never graduated. No. Me and Jethro.
Maybe we can get you a EDG.
I can't even spell EDG. What's
that? GED or EDG or GDI?
Yeah, DEG, I think. Dyslexic. Hey, what's going to be on that buffet tomorrow?
So tomorrow we'll have our ribs, our brisket, and, of course, chicken wings.
Yeah.
Chicken wings. So, Saturday we always do our all-you-can-eat chicken wings and ribs, and of course, we'll have our brisket, and we'll throw. I'll have my smoked sausage links on there. So that'll be something new, that we haven't ran yet. And then, you know what Sunday is, right?
Sunday barbecue buffet, 11 to 5.
No, sir.
What do you mean, no, sir?
What is Sunday?
Oh, Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We sure are.
Tell us about it.
I am doing ribeyes.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's great.
Yep, I'm doing ribeyes and several other things on the buffet for Father's Day.
Ribeyes on the buffet?
Yes, sir.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. You almost got me to say something.
Shut the front door.
Yeah,
come on.
The back door too.
Yeah. Oh wow, folks,
that's awesome, William.
Yeah, that is. Bring Dad there for sure. He's gonna love that.
Yep, and it's now our Sunday buffet is $19.99.
Okay, but that's because of ribeyes. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The ribeyes are not cheap anywhere.
No, they're not.
They're expensive.
And I've hand cut every one of them. So they average somewhere between 6 and 8 ounces.
Okay. You cut each one. You cut your hand on each one.
No, I cut the steak with each hand.
Oh, okay. With each hand you cut them. Okay. Well, your hands probably tired, aren't they? Wore out,
Could be.
swelled up.
Right. They're sharp too.
Yeah. All right. The Father's Day buffet, 11 to 5.
Sir.
Good
Yes,
stuff
sir.
there. $19.99. Just because of the fact that ribeyes, man, that's good stuff.
That's awesome.
That's my favorite steak anyway.
It's mine too, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about it, you remember back on Mother's Day we did sirloins on the buffet.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just think it's proper to give you know, the dad something, you know, to look forward to.
Right.
And you know, I mean, because most dads, I mean, they look for a steak on Father's Day.
Yep.
You know, so I said, okay, let's do steaks, you know. So, I mean, I always, before, you know, honestly, before I opened a restaurant, you know, every Father's Day, my wife would take me out to, you know, somewhere to get a steak.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just, you know, it's kind of like 4th of July and having ribs.
It's a tradition, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's just what it is, you know,
Yeah.
so.
You got a food truck. You do catering. 859-605-2199.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And something else, Rick,
Yes.
I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
We are no longer going to be open on Mondays.
Oh, so you're going to be closed
I-
Monday and Tuesday?
Yes, sir. We're going to be closed Monday and Tuesdays.
Okay.
I just kind of wanted to put it out there because I know we're coming into the weekend and then we'll be at Monday. And I know there's a lot of different listeners, and I'm going to put it out on Facebook and a couple other social medias today.
Okay.
But we will no longer be open on Monday. I mean, as of right now.
Okay.
You know,
okay. Until further
so-
notice. Yeah.
Yeah, until further notice, you know, we won't be open we'll be closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, but we'll be open Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. And we'll talk again on Wednesday then.
All right, I'll talk to you Wednesday. You can call Monday if you want to.
Oh, okay. Bama, yeah, you're not going to answer the phone, though. Bama Blessing Barbecue in the Beaumont Plaza next to, are you ready for it? Rags to Riches.
Rags to Riches, yes, sir.
All right, William, have a good weekend. Happy Father's Day.
Y'all too. God
All
bless.
right. God
Love
bless
y'all.
you, William. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, there is William. Now we got to do this
Hello,
one.
everybody. This is David Hopewell with State Farm Insurance. Welcome to Random Facts with Radio Rick.
Are you ready for some random facts there, Tim?
Yes, sir.
There were only 25 episodes of the original Scooby-Doo show, which debuted in CBS in 1969. 16 were added in 1978, and there's been a steady stream of reboots and spin-offs ever since. The first black video game character was an Atari game called Basketball in 1979. It features jazzy, sweet Georgia Brown. During the 1960s Batman TV series, Robin said 356 different things around the word holy in his catchphrase. They include holy armadillo, holy hamburger, holy grammar, holy unrefillable prescriptions. The International Space Station's most expensive thing that's ever been built. The estimated cost is around $100 billion. Because there's a toy in every Happy Meal, McDonald's is the world's largest distributor of toys. On a similar note, the largest producer of tires in the world is Lego. And we let go of this because we got Kim King coming up right up.
Gold prices are climbing, and that means now is the perfect time to turn your unwanted gold into cold hard cash. At B&L Jewelers, we're buying gold every day, whether it's broken chains, single earrings, outdated styles, or old class rings. If it's real gold, we want to see it. Our experienced team will evaluate your items right on the spot and make you a no-pressure offer. You might be surprised at how much your forgotten jewelry is worth. Why let it sit in the drawer when you could be putting money back into your pocket? No appointment needed. Trusted by the community for years. Located in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. B&L Jewelers, where honesty, value, and experience shine. Come see what your gold is really worth today.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers. Give that gift with that personal touch to that person in your life that means so much. It's the perfect way to say, hey baby, I love you, and I need you to love me more. And the perfect diamond to get you to do it's at the B&L Jewelers store. Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
The Hometown Radio Network Sports broadcast schedule. NASCAR racing this weekend. Saturday, it's at Mexico City. 4:30 in the afternoon for Xfinity Series racing from Mexico City. We'll have it on 103.9 FM, WHIR. The Cup Series race this Sunday, also from Mexico City. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon for a green flag drop. We'll have that one on 103.9 FM, WHIR. And all races stream live at hometownlive.net.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks, located at the Campbellsville University in Harrodsburg.
This is Sophie. Here's my poppy. WHBN.
There's a new one. Kim King.
Yes. I noticed that yesterday morning, I guess. She is really on top of it. Great job, Sophie.
I need to get a little clearer. It's not the clearest in the world, so I've got to work on the sound of it anyway. Try to get it sound a little better.
Sounds precious to me. How are Radio Rick and Tim Biggs this morning?
Hey, how are you? This is your favorite therapist.
I'm doing well. Yes. Good morning. I've got a fun project for you. Okay, if we're going to call Tim Biggs Bim Tiggs, now do my name. My name.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to sit down and write this out because
that'd be hard.
Shoo. I'm going to get writer's cramps. Just keep changing the two letters back around and forth.
I'm boring. I would still be Kim King. I don't know. I just thought of that when you all were playing that fun game. Well, I hope everyone is doing well this morning. Happy Father's Day to you and any fathers out there listening, and also folks that step in and fill those father responsibilities in maybe a family that doesn't have a father. So There are a lot of excellent male mentors we see in a lot of committee meetings and different conversations that we have in state government, that it's the lack of a male role model in a child's life that really does, set a child up to have some challenges down the road. So a lot of times some good God-fearing men step in and take on that responsibility, and we appreciate those folks as well. We all had a wonderful time Wednesday at the Hope for Harrodsburg Food Pantry. Wasn't that well attended,
Yes.
Radio Rick?
Yes.
I'm not very good at estimating crowds, but I would say at least 40 people were there to smell that good hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill, and wonderful music from Terrell Royalty, and a wonderful prayer, and that opening. And I thought you did excellent shopping. So Patsy Owens was very gracious with her time and took Radio Rick and Kim King, I'm reversing those letters there, through on kind of a pseudo shopping trip, showing us how many different times a family can choose proteins and different grains, trying to make these healthy choices. And wow, what a neat opportunity. So I am looking back at their flyer because I want to get this exactly right. Their mission or catchphrase is discipling people for God, feeding with faith and dignity. So they really reiterated with all of the guests on Wednesday that there's no government funding in this.
Nope.
So they can talk about God, and they are really looking for volunteers and financial donations to keep those pantry shelves stocked. So that is at 116 East Broadway in Harrodsburg. If you make your way to the post office, it's kind of catty corner and behind the post office. I've lived here all my life, and I didn't realize they had such a wonderful backyard area. They've got a beautiful new gazebo where they can hold functions and singing and feeding the people, and I did not know that backyard area was there. So we are very thankful for Hope for Harrodsburg Food Pantry. Yesterday, we had our second meeting of the Tobacco Settlement Agreement Fund Oversight Committee. Whew, what a mouthful. We heard about the projects and the loans statewide. I did just kind of highlight some from a 30,000-foot level because not many of them directly affected Jessamine, Mercer, or Washington County this month. Our next scheduled, and I'm emphasizing scheduled meeting, is July the 10th at 10:30 a.m. So for the loans, in May, because we oversee a month behind. So they approve in May, and then it comes to us for oversight in the following month. So these are May programs. Agricultural infrastructure loans, there were 3 for $595,000. Agriculture processing loans. You know, we talk a lot here. Warren Beeler, your ag listeners will know the name Warren Beeler. He was always famous for saying, we need to help our farmers sell coleslaw, not cabbage. And what he means by that is that final product, that value-added product that has been processed into something the family can use easier. So these are two loans to help farmers do that. Both together total $430,000, and there was one approved in our neighboring Garrett County for $180,000. Beginning farmers, we need new farmers helping us to grow food, fuel, and fiber. 11 new programs for a little over $2.3 million. There was one program in Lincoln County for $250,000. Now for the projects. This is more like a grant or a loan. $4.3 million worth of projects. Bear with me as I turn my page here. You know, my silly hands are a little slow. Washington County cattlemen were approved for $3,150, and this is for a supply.
Are you there?
Support funding for local youth by hosting cattlemen barbecue, not really barbecue in the sense of the process, the grilling out of hamburgers at different functions. So they needed a supply trailer. There were 29 county programs approved for $3.1 million, a little over that. Jessamine County had a program for $100,000. Deceased farm animal. It's nothing glamorous to talk about, but we do need to have that any livestock that passes away picked up and removed properly so that doesn't get into our water supply. There were 4 programs approved for a little over $37,000. Youth programming, 11 projects approved for $160,000. So good work going on there. We also had the Community Farm Alliance Department in with us to give us a little bit of a census or an overview of their last year. For in 2024, they had $350,000 go directly to help farmers with the programs I'm getting ready to tell you about. And they said that was an average farm increase from the previous year of $2,500. That may not sound like a lot, but it really, really is. It sounds like a lot to me. So sometimes that $2,500 can help make another equipment loan payment, another farm payment. It really does matter. We saw an increase in small to mid-sized farms of 16%, and the larger farms at about 10%. And we really do want to see that difference. We want to help support our small farmers, our family farmers, as much as possible. We also got an update on what we call double dollars here in Kentucky, and that means if someone has government-funded assistance, there are different retail, farmers markets, places you can go in, and you will, if you submit a $2 voucher, you will get $4 worth of product. So it really does help the shopper, the producer, and even the farmer's market or retail farm side on the side of the road kind of location. Last year we had more than 1,000 farmers benefited by that. We had 80 locations, and there are more interested in participating this year. It helped a farmer with 14% increase in sales. We really do track that granular detail there. And it had an economic impact of over $4.5 million since 2017, not just for a single year, but since 2017. We also had Feeding Kentucky. This is our food bank and food groups here in Kentucky, and we had 2. You know, I talk a lot about Jessamine and Mercer, tend to be in a district or an area together, and Washington County in a separate. So for food banks in Jessamine and Mercer, it's God's Pantry Food Bank based in Lexington. And for Washington County, ours is Feeding America, Kentucky's Heartland, and that is based in Elizabethtown. Both organizations doing wonderful, wonderful work. So their program highlights, since it started, Farms to Food Banks, 37.2 million pounds of Kentucky-grown, not shipped in from somewhere else. Kentucky-grown produce has been given to folks who are food insecure. And over those years, that's meant about $9 million extra into an ag producer's bottom line. Just for last year, those are for the overall, the entire entity of the program, but just for last year, this impact was $2.7 million, not dollars, 2.7 million pounds, my apologies, of Kentucky-grown produce, and that helped more than 4 million meals, and as state tax dollars, your all's tax dollars, $874,000 went to help support that programming. I wanted to take a moment and note that tomorrow is our nation's Army's 250th birthday. And the reason I mention that is Harrodsburg is known statewide. I get conversations and questions literally every week about how Harrodsburg handled our 250th birthday last year, and now we're even older than the Army. So the Army celebrates tomorrow, 250th, and we really did start that domino sequence right here in our own hometown last year. And people are looking and still asking questions of how our community rallied together to celebrate that in a wonderful, beautiful way. And it made an impression. People are still asking. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Father's Day, especially you two and all of your fathers and male mentors that are listening. And Lord willing, I'll call in about 8:50 Monday morning. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, Kim.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Kim King, State Representative, WHBN Harrodsburg.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The Harrodsburg City Commission has approved a sewer and water rate increase based on the Consumer Price Index. The Harrodsburg Herald's reported the ordinances will go into effect on July 1st and will raise sewer rates from $17.44 to $17.95 for the minimum 250 cubic feet per month, with that rate for up to 750 cubic feet going from $7.12 to $7.33 per 100 cubic feet. That's an increase of 2.9%. Meanwhile, at the same time, water rates will also go up from $14.44 to $14.86 for the minimum charge, and from $5.48 to $5.64 for up to 750 cubic feet per month per 100 cubic feet. Harrodsburg residents already have been hit with higher garbage rates as well after Public Service announced that they would start billing residents directly and increasing those rates from $18.43 to $22.50. That will also begin July 1st. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given their second reading to the budget. The $64 million budget was approved with a second reading. That $64 million figure, a big increase over the $41 million budget last year and the $22 million budget the year before. The Herald does report that out of the $64 million, a large portion of that are funds allocated through the Fiscal Court, including $11.8 million in state funding for the Wilkinson Farm Park and nearly a third of the budget for bonding and debt service. About $32 million will go toward the general fund, while another $12.2 million is in payroll and net profit taxes. I'm Joe Mathis.
Don't start your morning testy, start your morning tasty, featuring DQ's delicious breakfast bowls starring hash browns, eggs, onions, cheese, salsa, gravy, sausage, bacon, and biscuit bites, an all-star attraction. Also co-starring buttermilk biscuits, pancakes, ham, and chicken strips, with special appearances by the $4 breakfast with your choice of coffee, tea, or a soft drink. Open early every morning just for you at 5 a.m. Come and get it at Dairy Queen on North College Street, where happy tastes good.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
Showers and thunderstorms are likely after 4 this afternoon. Mostly cloudy, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 67. For tomorrow, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m., then showers between 8 and 11, showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11, high of 81. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 5, 8, half an inch possible. Sunday's Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 80. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms Monday, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy, high of 83. Chance of showers Tuesday in the morning, then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2, partly sunny, high of 84. 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 86. Juneteenth on Thursday, showers and thunderstorms likely, partly sunny, high of 85. Right now under sunny skies, we have 74 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:08. Good Friday the 13th. That's what it is. It's June 13th, Friday the 13th. The only June the 13th we're going to have this year. We had, 2 last year, and we're going to have 3 next year and just 1 this year. So if you're superstitious or whatever, we'll get this one out of the way. You should be fine. Ready, Rick and Tim Biggs. Glad to have you along on WHBN AM and FM and HometownLive.net. We have got birthdays we do for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Lynn Reed Sloan, Melissa Doss, David Taylor, Donna Horn, Terry James tomorrow, Trilly Bottom, Harold McKinney, Asen Gans, Connie Snyder, John McCurry, Debbie Clark, Jacob Thorley, Samantha Shea. Sunday, Ray Tashuti, Tegan City Cox, Billy Montgomery, Desmond Brock, Austin Horn. And on Sunday, B. Norton and Lee Shirley are celebrating birthdays, Tim.
That's wonderful.
And that's the lineup. And I mean it. Hey, we're giving away another DQ ice cream cake on this morning before 10 o'clock. Yeah. For those who had a birthday or anniversary between the 7th and 13th. Signed up to win a DQ ice cream cake. Terry James, Tommy and Sarah Shirley, Jack Junkins, Don Horn, Bobby Christensen, Joanne and J.W. Logue, Debbie Reed, Rebecca and Perry Buchanan, Kay Carpenter, and Doris Bartleson. Phew. All right. We got to make a phone call, Tim, to my buddy, Jeff Picaro. He is the sports director, Channel 36, WTVQ. Also, he's color commentator for UK football.
Hello.
Is this the Jeff Picaro, one of the most sought-after personalities in Central Kentucky? Well, Jeff, thank you again for last minute joining me. I really appreciate this. You are the sports director, Channel 36, WTVQ, and the color commentary for UK football, which we are, our sister station, WRNZ. We do carry UK here. So we are proud to do that. And before we get started, Jeff, I got a friend of yours sitting next to me, to my right. His name is, I think you remember, Tim Biggs.
Hey, Jeff.
Of course.
Yes. How you doing, brother?
Good, Bigsy. How you been?
I'm all right, man. Just want to let you know that you're well loved everywhere. That's for sure.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And I just want to let you know. I know Father's Day is coming up pretty soon, and want to let you know that that's not an easy thing for you to go through. I know, and so same here for me. But I just want to let you know I'm gonna keep you on my prayers.
Well, thank you.
And just know that you're well loved and appreciated.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you.
Jeff, I've told you before, I love your voice, the energy. Love listening to UK. And I told you before, I said, I wish you did basketball back then, too. You played it, you know the game. And the energy, like I said, you just it just makes it so. It brings it to life to me, and that's what's fun. And to me, your best announcers, and I'm a little prejudiced, but on radio.
Yeah, I just try to act like I'm sitting next to you in a bar and try to give the game that way to somebody. I could sit up there and try to talk about, cloud coverage and things like that people don't have any idea about. But, I just feel like, I just try to talk to you like you're my buddy,
Yeah. Don't get overcomplicated because sometimes it goes over people's head, but you relay what's going on. I think you do it well, and for people, the average Joe can understand and pick up on it. Because I think some people get two X's and O's.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, if you're playing Florida and they come out in a double roll-up zone and you're sitting there going, what the heck is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
Just make it basic. Tell them what the situation is and what the outcome is, and how they could have done it differently. That's all.
Yeah, and speaking of which, the great segue here. The big dog has left the pound of Vince Morrow, and we got to get Larry. I'm sure you know Larry Vaught.
Of course,
Larry Vaught. You got to work with him. He always called him Vince Mara. It's Morrow, not Mara, Larry. I don't know what we can do with him. Jeff, obviously this is a big loss for UK. Tell me what your thoughts when you first heard this. What were your first thoughts of the UK football program, and what does this mean? How's this going to hurt?
Well, somebody wrote it was like the boy that cried wolf, because every year it seemed that Vince was going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And, he finally is. But here's the difference now. And I really think that people are thinking that this is a death knell for UK football and that, all this doom and gloom, but things have really changed over the last 3 years. And high school recruiting, it's still important, okay? But the transfer portal changes everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just think of hockey or Major League Baseball or football where it's simply everybody's a free agent every year. And, you can just get, hey, we've got a ton of money, let's go get Wayne Gretzky. Hey, we got a ton of money, let's go get Barry Bonds, right? That's what it is now. And so I think it's more important now that you have and they've got this, they've got it everywhere, where they have these guys that all they do is scour the transfer portal and figure out what's your best fit. Kentucky's offensive line last year was really bad, right?
Yeah.
They brought in 5 guys. 5. 4 of them are automatic starters on this team. And that's what you can do now. You look at Ole Miss. What Lane has been able to do down there through the transfer portal is amazing. And these teams are reshaping your teams every year. Kentucky is going to have 40 new players. 40. So it's basically over a third of your roster is brand new guys through high school and the transfer portal. So to me, the biggest problem in college sports now is continuity. Because you just, especially with coaches jumping all over, but with the players, you've got basically with these offensive linemen, you've got 4 months of them together before you start playing ball. And that's not a lot of time to get, your steps down and things like that. But I just think that him leaving, the biggest problem it creates is this. He was the good cop. Every time a kid on the team had a problem with a coach, with another player, with classes, whatever, their girlfriends, they went to Vince. And Vince was the guy that kind of talked them through everything. Coach Stoops has too much to do to be that guy. He's the bad cop, so to speak, and Vince was the good cop. And you've got one of those guys on every staff, and who's going to be the guy that those kids can turn to now? That's the bigger issue to me. And Vince was their buddy, and the kind of guy. They respected him, but they respected him because he played in the league and because of what he's done and that he was a good guy to them. But will it hurt them? I think the perception hurts them, but I don't know if it's that big of a loss in the recruiting realm of what football is in 2025.
Well, that's, it has certainly has changed. And the transfer portal, NIL money, obviously, those are the two biggest things that I think are hurting and going to hurt and going to really damage college football and basketball, too.
I didn't hear the last thing you said. I'm sorry.
The NIL money and the transfer portal are two things that are hurting college football and basketball, and it's going to really damage it, I think, down the line.
Well, it's not college anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a professional sport. When you get paid, you're a professional, right? Isn't that the difference between amateurism and professional sports? I always thought that when one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life was 1980, the Olympic team, the Miracle on Ice.
Right.
I mean, these were 19, 20-year-old kids beating one of the greatest hockey teams ever in the Russians, who were 25, 35-year-old men. And that's not happening anymore. Because why? Because now all the Olympic guys are professionals. And so now you've got all the NHL guys. So you're never going to have that again. You're really not going to have these Cinderellas anymore, because every team can be really good if you spend the money. Now, I feel really sorry for teams like Eastern Kentucky and Moorhead, because now all you are is a minor league system for the bigger schools. And this is going to happen to all the MAC schools. If you're Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, Toledo, Ohio, Bowling Green, all you are is a feeder system to Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan, Michigan State, Penn State.
Yeah.
That's all you are now. So if I'm a kid that's a little undersized, I go to Eastern for my freshman year, right? I get bigger, I get stronger, I learn what it's like to play college football. And then after your first or second year, now you go to wherever, Kentucky, Louisville, wherever, and get paid. The thing is to me, where does the money come from? Because let's say something happens, God forbid, to Joe Kraft tomorrow. Where is the money coming from for Kentucky?
Yeah.
And the second part of that is, when does the Joe Krafts of the world get sick and tired of pumping millions of dollars a year into a university? When does the well run dry with these guys? Where do you find the money is my biggest question.
Yeah.
That's and then you got to worry about the rest of the university. I mean, you need a new chem physics building, right? We need a new this or that or building on campus. Well, too bad. The basketball team needs to pay for this player. The football team needs 2 more guys. That takes up your money. Where does it all come from?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And speaking of not so crazy, we have to take a break right here. Can you hang on and we'll talk some more?
Yes, sir.
Great. My guest is my friend Jeff Piccaro. He is the sports director, Channel 36, WTVQ, also the color commentator for UK football on the UK Football Network. You are getting it on WHBN, AM and FM, hometownlive.net. It is 9:20.
Hey, everybody. This is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited for our new app, Visit Mercer County KY. Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials. We are excited about the app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
Isn't it time life got more exciting and easier? The Willows at Harrodsburg offers new luxury patio homes. Coming soon, enjoy carefree senior living. We handle all maintenance. More time for you to explore premium amenities, enjoy community events, our pet-friendly community for vibrant, elegant living. Ask about special options and extras for our founding members. See what's waiting. Visit willowsatharrodsburg.com. That's willowsatharrodsburg.com.
Pioneer Pawn Shop is Harrodsburg's answer in getting cash fast. See how much cash you can get for your items, whether it's silver, gold, or anything of value. Looking to sell or to get a loan? Pioneer Pawn has the cash for you. When getting a loan, there's no stress. Pioneer Pawn works with you. Top dollar loans. Pioneer Pawn Shop is Harrodsburg's answer in getting cash fast. Visit Pioneer Pawn in Harrodsburg on North College Street, next to Dr. Jennifer Nichols' dentistry office. Come by when you need cash fast at Pioneer Pawn Shop.
Daddy, fireworks! No, we don't just get our fireworks anywhere. We do it right at Send the Light. They beat any tent by 20%. Get the 3-minute time bomb, 2-minute block party, neon rage. If you want the best show and know you're done right, it's Send the Lights. Located in Harrisburg by McDonald's, Junction City at Grubbs, North Garrett County, 27 in front of the dollar store. For your fireworks and more, it's Send the Lights. Plus savings for first responders, military. Now that's where we're going to get our fireworks at.
Thank you, Daddy.
It is 9:22. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM. We got Tim Biggs and Jeff Picaro, my buddy from Channel 36. He's a sports director, WTVQ, and also color commentator for UK. All right, Jeff, give us some positives. Now, UK went 4-8 last year. What can we look forward to this year?
Well, I really think that the offensive line is totally different. It's been rebuilt. You brought in 3 guys who are really studs, if you will. I mean, Shy-Ass Pete is a monster. He's about 6'9", 325 pounds, and he's got about 5% body fat. It's ridiculous. His arm span or wingspan, whatever you want to call it, looks like Sam Bowie out there. He's going to be at one tackle. I mean, he's just a monster. You brought in a guy that was all SEC, Braun from Arkansas. He's a 335-pound guard. Then you got Wolschlager that came over from Toledo, I think it was, in the MAC. He was an all-MAC player. Big guys. Wibberley came from Western Kentucky. He got banged up a little bit, and he's a little small. They're trying to get him in the weight room. He's about 295. They'd like to get him to about 310. So he's really been hitting the weights. But they've reshaped their offensive line, and that's the key. Look, I don't care if Tim Couch comes back. With the offensive line they had last year, you're not winning many games.
No.
And so they went after that. And, again, that's one thing in the portal. I would spend every nickel I had in the portal on offensive, defensive line, because if you don't have that, you're not going to win, period. And they've really upgraded the offensive and defensive line for that matter. So I think, especially in the SEC, you win in the trenches, and Kentucky now finally has some depth on both sides of the ball up front. But I think the season's going to hinge on Calzada, the new quarterback. They've gone through this transfer portal. The only guy that's lasted 2 years, and unfortunately got hurt the second year, has been Will Levis, that played through the season with a bad shoulder. But Calzada can really wing it in the practices that we've seen. He's got a really strong arm. He's got a quick release. It's going to be real interesting there to see how this offense looks with an offensive line that can hold guys out for 4 or 5 seconds, where you're going to get a chance to throw the ball down the field and maybe finally utilize some of these tight ends and players like that.
You know, I've got to do color commentary for a Boyle County, and I knew this guy was. And you got somebody, Mr. Football, Tavy Quisenberry from Boyle County. Mm-hmm. If they can utilize him in the same way Wandale Robinson did, I think they got a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about him because I thought he was sensational. In high school, he did everything. I mean, he ran the ball out of the back or out of the wing position. He played defense. He catch a football. He turned the kicks. I think a lot of people were really upset that you lost Barryon Brown. Yeah. But I think he's a clone of Barryon Brown, and I think not as scared to go over the middle as Barryon Brown was, who just simply would not go anywhere near a defender. But Quisenberry, I think, is a kid that can really be explosive in this offense, and especially on the return game. As a freshman, I think he can help immediately, especially in the return game.
Well, as a freshman, he played quarterback, and he did at quarterback play times too. I mean, this is a versatile young man, and I hate to put this, equate this, but this is all I know to do because I'm old. But people understand he can cut on a dime, Jeff, and unbelievable, make people miss him. And it reminded me of Barry Sanders. Now, that's heavy praise right there. Barry Sanders was the best as far as cutting and turning and maybe people making him miss. Tavy is the same way. He's very elusive.
Yeah, what I liked about him in the games that I've seen the last 2 years covering them was his ability. It seemed like when he cuts, he's at full speed. It doesn't take him, 3 or 4 steps to get going. He's, right out of the gate. And a lot of guys are 4.4 in gym shorts and T-shirts. He seems to be a 4.4 in pads, and there's a big difference. You're wearing all your pads and you're still a 4.4. Now that's something. And I think that this, I agree with you 100%. The kid is, he's amazing to me, and they don't come along often. And I hope he can, get some muscle, get a little bit of weight on him, and can, because look, this is the SEC, man. This is half a step below the NFL, but the biggest step you're taking is from high school to college, and if he can maintain his elusiveness and speed in college, he's going to be a wonderful player for UK.
And if he had an open field in front of him, it's like he had the fifth gear. It was like he picked up even more speed, which is crazy. But he did. I saw him too many years.
And that's what I was talking about. He's in pads, and guys don't catch. You see him; he gets a step. They don't catch him, right?
No.
I mean, he not get caught from behind, and that to me is a special player.
It is. All right, they went 4-8 this year. The schedule, I think, is tougher this year, Jeff. What are you forecasting? What do you see for UK this year as far as a record?
Well, I think the game that, look, Toledo's not going to be a pushover at the start, okay? You got to win that game. But to me, it's game 2, Ole Miss. If you can beat Ole Miss, you got them here at home, right? And you beat them last year. One of your 4 wins was Ole Miss last year. If you can beat Ole Miss, then I really think you could possibly start 3-1, and you always play Georgia well, so that's the one I would say is a loss. But if you can start that season 3-1, then I think you've got the momentum, to play the rest of your season. Obviously, it's a tough stretch with Texas in there and Tennessee early. But again, I really think it's the first 4 games, and if they can get out of 3-1, then I think they can get probably to 7 wins this year.
Well, that would be with this schedule. It is adding more teams that they have. The SEC from top to bottom has always been the toughest conference to me. Right. But then when you've added these other teams, brought them into the SEC now, it's going to make you talk about parity. Everybody's just going to beat each other up.
Yeah, we got the wrong team that they added. Had we had Oklahoma instead of Texas, I think that we'd have gotten another win last year. But, now, we don't get Oklahoma for at least another year. It'll be interesting because they'll probably by then have returned to their former self and be a really, really good team too.
How you hear a lot of rumblings about things, and I've heard a lot of people grumbling about stuff and thinking that if Stoops goes like this record again or worse, that they might think about making a decision about Stoops. Are you hearing anything?
Not yet. And again, I think that Kentucky's isn't Texas A&M, and it's not $72 million, but still $30 million is a lot of money, and I just don't see them paying someone that money not to coach.
Yeah.
I just don't see that at Kentucky. I think that he's got at least 2 years this year and another, and the only way he's gone is if he decides to leave. If he gets enough that he's said this is. I just think that he knows how tough it's going to be, and I think he has doubled down this year, and he really has changed, and I think you're going to see a different team this year. I really do.
Well, very good. We always look optimistic. We're going to be talking to you throughout the season, too, with your kind permission, Jeff, and kind of keep us in tune with what's going on with UK football especially. So, hey, we always enjoy talking with you. Thank you so much for your time. You got a lot of better things to do than sit here and talk to me, but I do appreciate it so much. And I guess we'll see you again in our favorite store that we meet at all the time.
There you go.
Jeff,
See you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jeff Picoro, he is a sports director, Channel 36. Also, he for UK football. We've got coming up next, Larry the Legend Sanders. Thank you, Tim Biggs. You can hang around over and throw that seat over there if you want to, my friend.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at Hometown Live.
It's going to look like this. Showers and thunderstorms are likely after 4. With mostly cloudy skies today, high of 83. Chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 tonight. Mostly cloudy with a low of 67. For tomorrow, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m., then showers between 8 and 11. Showers and a possible thunderstorm after 11 with a high of 81. Rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. For Saturday night, showers and a possible thunderstorm before 2 a.m., then showers likely between 2 and 5, then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 5. A low of 68. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Sunday, Father's Day, showers and a possible thunderstorm with a high of 80. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. And then Monday, a 50-50 shot of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 8 a.m., mostly cloudy and a high of 83. Right now we have sunny sky, breeze in Harrodsburg at 9:32.5. Larry the Legend Sanders coming up when? Right after this.
I'm tired of working on my old worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, have you been over to County Equipment yet?
No, where's that at?
They're the guys over at Exit 48 off the Bluegrass Parkway.
Well, I can't afford to buy new equipment.
They got the biggest selection of used equipment I've seen anywhere.
Stop County Equipment and check out their large selection of no-till seed drill, hay equipment, manure spreaders, and 3-point attachment. Give them a call at 502-839-7373. CountyEquipment.com.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
There's plenty of fun tonight. Come out for the Carnival Midway Food and Rides. It's the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair. Tonight's big events include Demo Derby at 7. It's family game night. Come and join in the pizza and moon pie eating contest and bale throwing contest. See the magic show and petting zoo, helicopter rides, scavenger hunt for kids 6 through 12, all new sea lion show, and championship wrestling. Gates open at 6. Admission is $15. Includes carnival rides. The beef show is at 6 tonight at the Old Fairgrounds Show Barn. Young and Reckless Demo Derby is tomorrow night, along with championship cage fighting. Get more info at BoyleFair.com. See you at the new location on the south side of Danville, behind the Bypass Fire Station on Smoky Way. Bring the family out to the Whitaker Bank Boyle County Fair tonight and tomorrow night.
It's that time of season, it's that time of year. The Boyle County Fair is here.
For the cycling enthusiast, it's not a journey at Danville Bike and Footwear and get ready for the cycling season with a new bike or a tune-up. Danville Bike and Footwear features both specialized and trek products and is now receiving shipments of new e-bikes. Come in and custom build your dream bike or refurbish that bike you've been waiting to ride all winter. Pedal on into Danville Bike and Footwear, located 417 West Main Street in beautiful downtown Danville, a place where adventure and comfort ride together.
9:34.5. We've got Larry the Legend Sanders, and we've got a special guest here, Benny Smith, Benny Jerome Smith. Is that right?
That is correct, sir. A lot of people know me by Benny. Some people know me by Jerome, and some people know me by Benny J. But hey, man, it's a pleasure to be with you guys this morning. How you doing?
Fine, sir. We appreciate you calling us in, and you've got quite a resume from looking at your Facebook page. And of course, we met briefly, and I got to listen to your music a few weeks ago. So why don't you just kind of tell us the Billy Smith story?
All right. Well, first of all, giving full honor and glory to the Creator. I was actually born in Danville, Kentucky, on the Derby Day of all time, May 3rd, 1958, when Tim Tam won the Derby. And I am the eldest of 4. My father was from a little small town outside Stanford called Logantown. My mother, family, the Whitley Fields, are from the Danville area. And so kind of crazy. Well, my dad got a job in Lexington immediately after I was born at a company called Irving Parachute, where they make parachutes. We moved to Lexington, and so I spent my early first through the fourth grade years at Booker T. Washington, old Booker T. Washington Elementary School before integration through the first to the fourth grade. And then, unfortunately, when my mom and dad got separated and divorced, when I was 10, she moved the family back to Danville. And that summer of my fifth grade, started my fifth grade year, and I started at Edna L. Tolliver Elementary School. I think Mr. Adams was the principal at the time. And I was basically, I started showing signs of aggression, and I was trying to find ways to address that aggression, and I'll be cutting up, and I'll be in the principal's office at least once a week. And I finally, back then, they had these posters in the classrooms. I was in Miss Jean Harney's room in the fifth grade, and as well as Mr. Brummett, Gary Brummett. And I saw this poster that had all these different instruments on it, and I was initially attracted to the drums and then the trumpet, but they already apparently, I expressed an interest in that, but they had their feel of all those. So I saw this all the saxophone, these different keys on it, and I said, wow, that's so interesting. So I decided I wanted to start learn how to play the alto saxophone in the beginning band. So that was a start. So I was in the beginning band and at Edna L. Tolliver under the tutelage of Harrisburg's own Mr. William Gravely.
Oh, yeah.
So, so the fifth through the sixth grade at Tolliver, and then I got to Bate Junior High. I got in the band there under Mr. Boyd at the time. I believe he was the principal.
Yep.
I mean, he was a band director. And Mr. Stevens, if I'm not mistaken, was the principal at the time. Tall for us, boy.
Yeah.
And so I had an opportunity to do several things while at Bate. I got marching the parades they would have in downtown. We used to have those little purple case, those little military-type stout caps. And doing with the band camp. I remember the band camp days at camp. It was in Carrollton. It's at Camp General Butler. So then after my first half of my eighth grade year, I was still at Bate. And then my mom decided to move us back to Lexington. So my second half of my eighth grade year, we moved back to Lexington, and I then attended Winburn Junior High, in which I continued in the band under, at that time, the director was Miss Onan. But in the ninth grade, I started getting interested in sports, and so I started playing football. I don't know what position I was in. I was just on the team and had a jersey, so I dressed out. I think I got in the game maybe twice the whole season. Of course, that's when the team was winning. But at that time, I was about 14, and I started playing in a band with some neighborhood musicians. But the crazy part about that, the manager of the band at the time had to ask my mom permission to even play in the band. She said, "Well, how long as you take care of my baby?" So that was the beginning of my first gig at this place called the Pipeline, which was in Lexington on like 3rd, and at the time it was called Walnut before they changed it to Martin Luther King Boulevard, and we was playing inside of a boxing ring. That was interesting. So it was a nice dance. So I made my first $5 at 14, and from there I just started playing in different other bands. And then in high school, when I got to 10th grade at Lafayette, I started really narrowing my position on the football team to a defensive back, courtesy of one of my dear friends I grew up with named Mr. Tommy Walker. So I practiced playing, focus on football. I didn't even play at a high school band at Lafayette because I was still playing. Yeah, I was still playing in different bands. One in particular from Nicholasville called Vanishing Point. So the 10th. Then I started the Upward Bound program, which is a program that for those interested in school who were underserved communities to do tutoring during the year, and the summers we got a chance to stay on campus. And so when I got a chance to experience that campus life, and then we got free tickets to Texas State University's homecoming. And when I saw the marching band, that blew my mind, gentlemen. And as I was getting ready to, by the way, my junior year in high school, I finally earned my way to first string JV And then my senior year, I was blessed to have started my senior year as a starting defensive back, and I earned my letter. But the funny thing about it, folks, was that I didn't receive no letter from anybody about an athletic scholarship. So I knew I had to find something quick. So what I did at that point, I auditioned for the Kentucky State University Marching Band, and by the grace of God, I found out later on that I won and earned a scholarship. So that's where I guess my interest in music furthered, I guess you can say, continued. So I was in a marching band, concert band, KSU Jazz Ensemble, and the pep band, where we did pregame, halftime, and postgame shows. So basically, that's me in a nutshell. I think I covered it up to that point.
You did well, I tell you. What amazes me is your memory. I can't reflect back of what years I was doing what and who my teachers were, but Mr. Gravely, he was a legend. I didn't know him this well, but his wife was one of my teachers in high school.
Small world, man. It's a small world.
Well, when did you start playing professionally? I know, your first $5, if you're paid, but when did you really look at it as a career? And, because I know you've done some interesting things.
Yes, sir. That's a great question. Thank you so much. I think when I finally really, what really influenced me, to be quite honest with you, my freshman year at Kentucky State, like I said, I earned second chair alto saxophone in the KSU Jazz Ensemble, and I got a chance to witness Reggie Calloway, who was a student there. He was a trumpet player in the first chair. He began to put together musicians from the jazz band, which two of them were freshmen with me, and then they added a female vocalist out of the KSU Gospel Ensemble and University Choir, and man, to witness that and to see them go on to become the techno-funk group Midnight Star.
Oh, yeah.
So when I saw that, man, and wow, just to see them practice on campus before they eventually got too loud, they had to get kicked off the campus.
Too loud.
Yeah. But what I saw them do, they decided, several of them rented a couple apartments there in Frankfurt. I want to say Hickory Hills or one of those apartment complexes. And they continued to practice. And then from there, they started touring locally. They started touring locally and branching out a little bit. And then ultimately, their mother, Miss Gloria Larson, God rest her soul, she saw the big potential. And between, like I said, Reggie Calloway and Bill Simmons, who put the whole ensemble together, she offered her home to have them come and live and practice. They had a garage that they converted into a practice hall. And that's when they started honing their skills even more and started making albums. And as they say, the rest is history. Midnight Star got platinum, gold albums, stuff like that. So that was my influence. And so I started getting in, becoming members of different bands. One in particular, like I said, I mentioned Vanishing Point when I was in high school, but some of the former members of the KSU music department, we decided to put the band together, and we call ourselves trying to emulate what Midnight Star did, right? So, so basically, Ronald Booth, who was the de facto leader, because he wrote some songs. He's from Chicago. He wrote some songs and recorded them with the rhythm section, and he just had to add the horns and the vocals. So after he had those songs recorded, it's in I want to say a studio in Alsip, Illinois. So one Thanksgiving weekend in '81, everybody converged to Alsip, well, Chicago first of all, to kind of rehearse before we went to the studio, and then we decided to go to. We laid the horn tracks down and the vocals and everything, and next thing you know, this is once again Thanksgiving in '81. That following summer, we decided to put the band together. So everybody came from different parts. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody came from different parts, wherever they were out. We rented 2 apartments as well, like Midnight Star did, and we began practicing. Start playing locally, and from that point on, we was going through different personnel changes. We got a chance to open up KSU Homecoming in '82. I think I want to say Evelyn Champagne King, a group called Instant Funk, and I think the Bar Caves.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty much the launch of that venture. But the funny thing, though, gentlemen, was we realized quick that Kentucky was not conducive to what the brand of music that we was playing. At least there wasn't any support at that point in time. So once we found, we still was trying to tweak our sound, right?
Yeah.
So once we had one last personnel change. We found 2 musicians out of Cleveland, Ohio, specifically East Cleveland, a guitarist and a multi-keyboardist. And man, when they came on board, they came to Frankfurt, man, our sound was tight. And so at that point, we tightened all our sound, and then we decided, as I said, when we realized that Kentucky wasn't conducive to what we were going to do, we actually was referred, and we actually moved to Cleveland in the during the Christmas weekend of '82. Ironically, the club that we got our start at in Cleveland to make our debut was a club called Kinsman Grill. And that's significant for a lot of folk who are familiar with that Cleveland area. But that's where the Daz Band, an R&B national recording artist called the Daz Band, that's where they were founded at.
I remember them.
And so, because they were first called the Kinsman Daz, then they dropped the Kinsman off. But we did our Christmas weekend debut. We played from Thursday through Saturday. And because it was such a success and we were well received, they gave us a layover for the following weekend, for New Year's weekend. So, and the crazy thing that happened with that was every year during that time frame, I'm saying 82, the Daz Band and the OJs would do an annual New Year's Eve concert at this function. I forgot the name of the town, but the venue was called the Front Row. And it was a venue that had a circulating stage. And so the point I'm getting to is after that show, we were doing our New Year's Eve gig. Members of the Daz Band came into the club, into the Kinsman Grill. Now, here's the crazy part. We were actually performing at least 3 of the Daz Band songs, right? I want to say Let It Whip, On the One for Fun, and Heartbeat. And at that time, that's when I developed into a front man by default because one of our vocalists, when we were doing the recording, was unable to go on the road with us. So I ended up having to start singing lead on some of the songs that he sung. And so that was my beginning of being a front man, per se. So that venture, man, we got our accolades from, they gave us a thumbs up on their, because we had horns. We had a horn section, rhythm section, multi-keyboarders, and, it was just a beautiful experience. So from that point on, there was a promoter out of Lexington called Larry Connor who had a record store in Lexington called Holiday Records. Well, Larry was recruiting us or hiring us to open up concerts that they would have in Lexington, as well as we got a chance to open up some homecoming concerts at Kentucky State during the spring break, as well as their, especially the spring break in '83. And ironically, we opened up for the Daz Band and another group called Chocolate Milk Band.
Benny, can I interrupt you for a minute? We need to do some commercials. Just hold on. We'll be right back with you.
All right, thank you.
All right, we've got Jerome Smith and Larry the Legend Sanders. It's 9:49 and a half.
Tired of the typical dental dread? Step into Dr. Jennifer Nichols' office on North College Street, where every smile starts with comfort and care. Our friendly atmosphere and professional staff ensure you feel at ease from the moment you walk in. Experience a blend of gentleness and expertise that promises the best dental care for your family. Ready to transform your dental experience? Call us for an appointment at 734-5111. With Dr. Nichols, see just how different a dental visit can be.
It's here. It's new. Filled with the best wide selection of vehicles just for you.
Right at Field User Factory.
7 acres of pre-owned elite inventory makes them the largest deal maker around.
Right at Field User Factory.
So come on down to Nicholsville off US 27 to Vince Drive. Then you've arrived at the new
Right at Field User Factory.
Buy with confidence straight from the factory. Take a virtual tour at
RightFieldUserFactory.com.
This is Goldie Goldsmith McNary, inviting you to join me each week for What's Happening Goldie, a talk show that features interesting people about interesting things. We'll learn how to stay healthy and keep fit, and we'll explore the world of entertainment. So join me for What's Happening Goldie.
What's Happening Goldie every Wednesday at 10:05 a.m. and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on WHBN 1420 a.m. and 99.5 FM.
It's 9:51. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM. You get Larry the Legend Sanders and Benny Jerome Smith.
Benny, we're back on the air. We'll let you continue.
Yeah, man, for allowing me. It was such an unexpected pleasure to meet Mr. Larry Sanders at the event honoring Miss Anna Parks and her sister, Miss Jane James, for their 85th and 80th birthday celebration, respectively.
It's quite an event. We enjoyed it.
So it's been quite a ride, man, and I'm gonna kind of move forward. I know we're pressed on time. As time went on, unfortunately, as the band of Calculus 2 continues to do a lot of performances, ultimately some of the personnel, start getting a big head and everything. They start thinking that we should be getting paid like some of the other artists we was opening up for, and it caused a conflict. And unfortunately, the band began to disintegrate. And keep in mind, I was the only band member from Kentucky in the band. So when the band broke up during right shortly after Thanksgiving holiday of '83, man, I had to come back home in the dead of. Keep in mind, we just opened up a Midnight Star and SOS band in my hometown of Lexington at the Heritage Hall, right?
Yeah.
And so having family and friends there and getting tutelage from Midnight Star and the members of the SOS band, man, was awesome. We was on a high heading back to Cleveland, man, and that's when the unraveling began, man. So can you imagine being on a high like that, and then 2 or 3 months later, man, the band disintegrated, and here I am. I had to come back in the dead of winter. Man, band broke up. Man, I was depressed. I ain't gonna lie. I have to share this. I suffered a 6-month depression, man. I had a praying mother, though, and some other friends around me, man. And by the grace of God, I finally came up out of that. And when I decided, and I was listening to the radio, keep in mind, and listening to songs, some of the songs that we actually performed. So, that was kind of really messing with me. So I decided once I got myself together, I was going to get in another band. You remember that scene from Eddie Murphy's movie Trading Places when he was tearing up stuff and he was dropping stuff and he said, "Oh, this is mine," and their reaction was, "Can I tear up another?" They said, "Oh no!" Remember that scene?
Yeah.
So my family and friends would say, "Oh no, you don't want to do that. You just came out of a." But they don't understand, man. It was in my blood, and I was listening to the music, and it was my passion. So bottom line is, I stepped out on faith again and joined another band called Razzmatazz, based out of Lexington. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay.
But yes, so I joined the Razzmatazz band in Lexington, and we began doing pretty much the same thing. We had a nice sound and everything, and we started opening up for other artists like and Larry Connor of Holiday Records. He was still promoting concerts, and some of the artists with that group that we opened up for was Roger Troutman and Zaps with Shirley Murdoch, Ready for the World, and ironically we got a chance to open up for the dance band again at Kentucky State 1985 homecoming. The dance band and Alexander O'Neal.
Wow.
Here's a funny thing about that 85 concert with dance band and Alexander O'Neal. I was working with a promoter named Mike Hanrahan from MJ Entertainment. Man, we flew. My assignment was to pick up Alexander O'Neal in a limo at the airport, right? So we flew him because we wanted him to sing the national anthem at the game. I picked him up and telling him about what's going on. Come find out he didn't know the words to the national anthem.
Oh, no.
So I was like, oh my God. So I had to. When we got to Frankfurt, I went to one of my fraternity brothers' house, got a pen and a notebook pad, and wrote the lyrics. So, okay. So when you see there's a photo somewhere, I'm going to find it, of him looking at the program singing the national anthem. You see this green sheet of paper hanging out the program. that's the sheet that I wrote the lyrics on. But anyway, fast forward. But after band breakup syndrome, gentlemen, I got tired of the band breakup syndrome, so I started. One of my friends from Lexington, Ed Garner, he's the one that convinced me to start my own thing. He said, "Why don't you do your own thing?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Why don't you just do you?" Because everybody else is was either content being the local jamming band or whatever. So I was kind of funny about that. I didn't want anybody to think I was any more than I was. But he said, "Why not? Heck, you Benny J, ain't you? You just hire your friends." So that's when, in 1988, that's when the Benny J and Friends concept was born. And I have to share with you that I still just going. I'm happy to share that has sustained me from 1988 through today, where I either will perform either solo with tracks or with a 3-4 piece band, and then depending on the budget, I'll also hire a female vocalist. So that's where I am. So needless to say, man, it's been a journey, and I'm thankful to God that I'm still able to, pursue my passion of music, man. It's crazy.
You do a very good job with it and your stage presence, because I know, like the event that you spoke of, everybody's eating and talking, but when you started that sax, you got everybody's attention. And
blessing,
we hate to wrap this up, but we've got a little chore for you that our guests have to do, and we'll have to get you back again and continue your story. Would that work sometime?
I'd be honored, sir.
All right.
Just let me know, brother. Y'all got it, man. Thank you once again.
All right,
for the
Rick.
opportunity.
Rick's got a question for you.
First off, where are you going to be? Where can people find you next, Benny?
Well, my next public event, I'm going to be in Louisville, Kentucky let me say this. Every Thursday in Louisville, there's a hotel called Holiday Inn. They have a rooftop experience called the Bread and Bourbon Rooftop Bar and Restaurant. It's on the corner of 1st and Muhammad Ali Boulevard in Louisville. I'm there every Thursdays and first Sundays. And I'll be in Louisville at Sugar Ray's Jazz Restaurant next Friday, the 20th. We're working on something to be back in Danville on August the 30th, if everything works out, for a Labor Day event earlier that day at Millennium Park. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Millennium Park.
Yeah, so Jerry Bedinger reached out to me, so they're working on getting everything finalized for that. But at the same time, you can find me on Facebook. I have a EPK. Look up gigheaven.com/Benny J and Friends, and you'll be able to see my schedule there. And I look forward to an opportunity to talk to you guys again, and thank everyone for listening. And let me give a shout out to my family and friends in Danville, Lexington, Bergen, and Stanford, and Logantown. Thank you.
There you go. All right, I've got 10 names here, Benny. Terry James, Tommy and Sarah Shirley, Jack Junkins, Don Horn, Bobby Christensen, Joanne and J.W. Logue, Debbie Reed, Rebecca and Perry Buchanan, Kay Carpenter, Doris Bartleson. They all registered to win a DQ ice cream cake. Can you give me a number between 1 and 10, a favorite number you have?
Me?
Yeah. What number between 1 and 10 is your favorite?
7.
7. Don Horn. Don Horn wins the DQ ice cream cake from Dairy Queen of Harrodsburg and from Benny Jerome Smith's lips. Well, thank you so much.
Way to go, Don. Way to go, Don. Thank you guys, man.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Benny.
We'll have you back again.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Well, Larry does another interesting one. Very good. I see my time is up. Thank you very much for your time. God bless the troops. God bless America. God bless you. God bless those hurting and suffering. God bless Ukraine and Israel. May the most you want be the least you get. This is Radio Rick. I'll be back with you again on Monday morning at 6. Hope you can join me then. We've got coming up Ashley Blake in the air chair. Have a good
this
weekend.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster.
Happy Father's Day.
Broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now, the news.
News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump is warning Iran to agree to a nuclear deal before Israel unleashes something even more brutal upon the country. Posting on True Social after Israel launched strikes against Iranian military and nuclear sites, Trump said the time for Tehran to act is now before there's nothing left. NBC White House correspondent Von Hilliard.
The president, while not directly suggesting that the U.S. had a role in the actual attack, noting that U.S. military equipment was used by Israel to strike Iran. And there's question to the extent of the U.S.'s awareness ahead of these strikes by Israel that these strikes were going to carry out.
Today, the president will be meeting with his National Security Council to discuss Israel's military strike. A federal judge is opting not to rule on the legality of President Trump deploying Marines to Los Angeles. Daniel Martindale explains.
On Thursday, U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer said he would not rule on the Marines because they are not out on the streets yet. Breyer ruled Trump's deployment of the California National Guard in L.A. violated the 10th Amendment and exceeded the president's statutory authority. An appeals court then decided to temporarily block the ruling, at least until a hearing on Tuesday. That means National Guard troops can stay in L.A. for now. I'm Daniel Martindale.
Immigration raids have left some Southern California farms without workers. More from Jim Roop.
President Trump is saying for the farmers' sake, some workers should be allowed to remain.
Our farmers are being hurt bad.